surface seems to have gone dim. And now you're deep, deep underground.
Alright. Bone Man looks around.
Mm-hmm. You can make a perception if you want to. It's very dark and only one of you has a light.
My perception is 3.
15. You kind of notice that the wall to the north looks a little peculiar. Unlike the rest of the rock face, it seems a little shallow. Like it was carved out.
Hey you, Rock, stop being weird, as I jabbing it with my holy symbol. But seriously, I go and kind of poke at it, feel around.
You can't seem to find anything obvious, but you can kind of tell that this wall is definitely fake.
I'm going to blast it with a lance of faith.
Well, you definitely hit it. As you strike the wall, you hear a very hollow thud. So there is something behind the door. Or at least behind this wall.
Did the wall look like it suffered damage from his smashing?
No, it's scorched though. So it's clearly not made of rock. It's made of some sort of metal.
I love the idea of destroying a wall with faith.
Did the wall offend you or something, old man?
It's weird. It's not right. I just keep that wall for me.
Could I maybe look for any kind of like lever or switch or hidden compartment or something?
You can definitely roll a second perception or an arcana. Either of you. 15.
Right. Queek starts like putting his hands on the wall. Look-see for hidden things.
When you put your hands to the wall, it's definitely not rock. It's much, much colder. It's certainly not it's certainly not natural. It's artificial. So someone has put these rocks in front to cover something, or is just painted, or has just painted this wall to look like rocks. You can kind of feel a slight lump running this way.
Well, I don't know what to make of that.
Well, if you keep looking, the lump seems to travel this way. And then it seems to tunnel, or there seems to be a slight indentation in the ground here, leading that way.
Do I have any feeling that it's a trap or something?
It's definitely... You don't know if it's a trap or not, but you can definitely tell that this is in fact not a wall, it's a door.
Oh. Did I find any way to open that when I was searching there?
No, you've only just found this weird...
Oh.
You found something lumpy that's run from this wall and along this wall and then under the ground. So maybe something can open it, but it's just not in this location at the moment.
Yes.
Captain Longben seems to stroll over. It's another one of Rotgut's tricks. He usually has all sorts of odd contraptions at his employ to hide his most valuable treasures. As he strokes his beard a little bit. I'd wager that if you could find where the wire, or if there is something that opened this door, if you can find where the wire leads, we might be able to open this.
Hmm.
Well, then, I guess we should follow it right away then.
Captain Longben will then light his own torch. So he's now going to emit light as well. So So can you see the light coming off him?
Maybe. There's light.
It-
There.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna move up here.
Ooh, evil guy.
Oh yeah, as soon as you light this light, there's just this guy in the corner, he's having a smoke, he looks up at you. What, I'm on break.
Fair enough. When do you get off break so we can kill you?
He sighs and he chucks his cigarette to the side. And it's time for combat. So roll your initiative.
I don't get paid enough for this
Let me
shit.
just get the tracker out. This will be for Captain Longben.
Rosie, did you roll?
I don't really feel much of a need.
Oh,
Oh wow.
for some reason, that was -7, not +7. So Captain Longben's just gonna fix that. And this will be for this guy down here. I've got to add his turn to the turn order. Somehow. I forgot how to do it. Fuck.
Right click the token, click add.
That turn. Alright. So. Alright. So, Captain Longben will stroll up and he'll ready his pistol. So this will be versus AC. The captain unfortunately misses his shot as he fires a bit wider than he expected. He does shoot the cigarette out of the air, which does look pretty cool. But sadly he misses the guy entirely. Davros.
I will take one step and divine glow this shit.
You get style points and that's it.
You definitely hit, so you hit this guy with your radiant glow.
And then +2 for everyone in the blast to hit him.
It
Which is-
so it only affects people in the blast when you cast it, and that would be the blast.
Oh, but it's a close 3 blast? Am I missing tip? So,
You're thinking of close burst. It's
Fair enough.
blast.
well, that's disappointing, but okay.
Hmm.
No,
Gets hit with that spicy radiante.
Radiante. Ooh la la.
look, I'm thousands of years old, okay? You can't spell one correctly.
Yeah,
Beatrice.
that's how you used to spell it back in the day.
Of
Your
course.
brain truly has rotted out, hasn't it?
Ye olde English.
Pretty sure that's Italian.
Oh my god.
Nope.
Sorry.
I'm catching
Oldie
that stone.
You try and whip, and he dodges just in time with a bit of a flourish.
Alright. So, I just get the mark on him. But.
Yep.
Only -2.
Mm-hmm.
With that attack, as you brought your whip back to bring it forward, Queek lets out a yelp as you whipped him as you were bringing your whip back. And then he'll charge in.
Yep.
Oh, that's a horrible roll.
Darting off strong, boys.
So that's a -2 to hit others, or is that just -2 to his defenses?
To hit others.
Others.
Yeah.
As Queek charges in, he ducks back a little bit, and Queek charges straight into the wall with a solid thud.
Ah.
Is some kind of curse
Laura.
word there. Be careful.
They
Evil
seem to be weak
ritual.
to fire.
Enough of your superstition.
This is ridiculous. It shouldn't have even gotten to my turn.
But it's even better when it does.
I'm just gonna move up. Impetuous ruin.
Hey, Nick.
Nicola.
My gravest of apologies. I know I've been
we
late now
finally hit.
twice. I said start without me if it took too long.
He's finally out of T-pose.
As you crash into him, you seem to do a fair chunk of damage as he spits up blood. He seems to be a little bloodied now. This guy, a little peeved that he's no longer on his break and having a good day, he's going to pull out his cutlass and attack Minora. No, this fight will be over very soon.
Yeah, it shouldn't have even reached my turn. We just-
Your AC.
Missed twice. Yeah, no.
As he pulls out his cutlass and tries to swing at you, he just glances off the rock as well. No one seems to be hitting anybody today. The captain, a little bit frustrated, takes the reloads as a minor. Takes his next shot. And hits for... it's not that much. The captain fires a very poor shot into the man's crotch, but he's clearly not going to stand up for much longer.
Butters, stop shooting people on the deck.
You can't tell the captain what to do.
I can tell you not to shoot people on the deck. It's just not right.
Rukical.
There we go.
Nah, yep, so you kill him.
Did I shoot him in the dick?
Did you want to?
Cannon.
No.
As you irradiate this fellow with pure light, he seems to dissolve into the rock face. Just leaving nothing behind of him but a scorch mark.
Oh. Bone Man turned him into dust.
Impressive.
Impressive.
I'm gonna search for see if that lump leads this way over here.
You actually roll me one more perception, because it's a bit dark. Oh no, okay. You actually see that poking out of the dirt under your feet, there seems to be some sort of red cable or wire or rope that runs actually along this shallow cliff face over here and over this way.
Runs through the wall. So I
It runs
figured-
over the wall, so I'll just quickly show you what I mean. So,
Is there a blue wire too?
It's a bomb.
oh no.
Get fucked.
Oh my god, JC, a bomb! A bomb!
A bomb.
Okay.
Abominable.
So let me just quickly... Okay, so if I had to show you, it'd be like... Oop, this light's gonna fuck up just a tiny bit. Just give me a sec. This is dumb. I hate that I'm doing this. Apologies, this will take like no time whatsoever. So, it's running over the top of the wall. So, I guess the best way of explaining it is like, imagine, so this rock that you're looking at here
Mm-hmm.
is sort of it's sort of lowered from the ceiling, So it's sort of been carved out, and there seems to be some sort of red rope or cabling over the top of it leading to the other side. You can't exactly see the other side because it's covered. So, like, it's going this way.
Okay.
So there's definitely something on the other side of this rock face.
Did you pull the string?
The captain will clear his throat. I suggest we be careful in these tunnels. Rotgut could hide anywhere.
Duly noted.
Could he hide on the ladder?
I don't know. He is Rainbow.
He could be anywhere. He could be on the ladder.
That he could. But he doesn't have invisibility yet. Not that I know of.
Who has the light source? Rozzy, you gotta move with us.
I mean, I have a
You
sun
can see.
rod, but
Oh, hey.
hello there, hello.
Oh, good. And the cleric is right in front of the party. Yay.
This guy over here. This guy over here seems to not be too pleased that you guys are here. Oi, what are you doing down here?
Killing you, coward meat.
You were literally 30 feet away from us killing your friend. I was glowing. Did you not see that?
Clearly, they have no eyes like you.
Boy, I'm mostly deaf after that cannon accident. Good thing you entered my field of view with that light. They put me down here because I'm no good keeping watch because I'm deaf.
Pirates probably don't care about their friends too much. Maybe he didn't like the guy.
I mean, still, but, you know, the safety in numbers and all that.
Have you smelt the other pirates? They're all disgusting. I'm
Scary.
the only one that uses deodorant down here.
What herbal mixture do you use for your deodorant?
Oh, I use a combination of lavender and honey and death.
And a little bit of poison ivy.
Sort of.
It gives you that itchiness that everybody craves. Lightning bolt.
Yep.
Lightning bolt.
Oh, yeah.
You're definitely hitting
Alright, well, 13 damage.
as you shock the fellow. He certainly seems quite awake.
Taking a turn.
What?
My initiative was 2. I decided I'm probably not going to take a turn.
Just you wait.
Captain Longben seems a bit far away from the action, so 2, 3. And he'll load up a pistol shot as a minor. And fire.
Have a cannon.
As he definitely hits. Ooh. And the captain finishing him off with a square blow between the eyes. From right behind Beatrice. She just hears this clean whistling shot spin behind her ear. Just smack the guy straight in the forehead. As he gains a third eye in the shape of a bullet.
Very nice shot.
Yeah, I've been practicing all me life. As he cleans out his pistol and loads up another shot.
So
Which way?
Shall we continue with the wire?
If we're looking for the wire, shouldn't we go this way?
Yeah. So, Captain, carefully. We'll just.
I'm just gonna crack a sun rod because it doesn't really make much sense for the wizard to be near the front. But wizard slash
so,
armor.
how much does the sun rod give you in terms of light?
A decent amount. I need to go pull it up because I have to go find it in my giant bag of trash.
For sure it's 30 feet.
Bill shop, sun rods, 20 squares.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
That's-
light light too.
Alright.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
I-
100
I-
feet.
100 feet of light. Okay, sure.
Jesus.
I
You
mean,
will have
they
the
are
most
called
amount.
sun rods. They're not called like flashlights.
Well, there
Harnessing
you
the power
are.
of the
You
sun.
have you have an absurd amount of light now.
Well,
See you.
they definitely know we're coming.
Yeah, as you crack the sun rod, you hear.
Who turned on the lights?
I will. As you. Okay, sure. So as you crack the sun rod, you hear a lot of scurrying. You hear people frantically clamoring and quickly ducking behind things. So as you scurry down this way,
Oh, I can see that
you can,
rectangle.
yeah, you see this man's trying to hide, but sadly his foot is just, his leg and his arm is sticking out a bit far, and his friend, you can almost see his friend trying to pull him back into cover, but he's like, "Nah, I'm hiding." He's speaking quite loudly.
It's almost deplorable that you think you can't be seen.
Come out, stupid.
I'm
human.
hiding. As you,
Oh, hey, look, there's another guy. Afternoon.
that guy is sitting near a lever and he seems to be smoking.
Well, good for him.
Do they? So
These-
they're just standing there still?
No, they're hiding. They still think they're hiding. They're trying to get the drop on you.
They think we're being overconfident.
They definitely think they're gonna get the drop on you. Absolutely think they're going to get the drop on you.
I'm
I'm going to
just
hit him with another divine glow. Okay.
No, that's not hitting. Radiante, as the Radiante blast goes off. Sadly, you miss them, and they hop out of their cover. Surprise!
oh no! And
Oh no.
take out the whip.
Audible applause.
I
Perfect
didn't know
one.
it was my birthday. I didn't order that for you, mate.
Oh god. Neither of you could handle me together, trust me.
I mean, I don't know. You never gave me a chance.
Oh,
I didn't think I'd even get this far.
god.
Beatrice, it's your go.
See, you're even going first. You can give him the birthday of his life.
Oh, there, I'm gonna cleave them. Oh, fuck. Main damage on this guy.
On him?
Yep.
Yeah, well, you're definitely hitting, and you crack your whip.
As it's just snapping across his neck and then into the side of the ear of his friend as well, splitting it open a bit.
Both of them give out a bit of a yelp. Boy! You fucking wench.
Pay attention or it'll be your end. Also, forgot both.
Oh yeah, both marked, yep.
Yeah.
So first guy with -4.
Correct.
Okay. Miram.
Mirm. Oh,
Miram.
I'm on a lightning bolt.
Yeah, you're hitting both. You're hitting them, yep.
No. The one hit, it does normal damage to that guy, then the other guy takes 4 damage.
Ah.
Same effect as cleave.
Well, as you electrocute this guy, he just seems to suffer a heart attack and flops to the ground dead. As the other one takes a fair chip of damage, but he seems to still be standing.
Okay, well, that's my turn.
This guy walks up to try and strike you.
Hitting a lady, how rude.
First your AC.
Nope.
As this guy bumbles, his cutlass seems to only cut into the silk of your pantaloons. Oops.
I have to take that out of your skin.
2, 3. Surprise! There was another guy behind you all along. As this guy will attempt to strike Minora.
No, not the candles.
15 versus your AC, Minora.
I don't know, maybe. I'd have
I don't know, maybe.
I don't have the builder open and I don't have a sheet, so it's
What?
gonna take a little bit to check.
I thought we were playing D&D.
Yeah, I forgot that I only have the character in the builder. I never got a sheet for it. So I thought, I can just open the sheet whenever I want.
Don't make me attach you to a block, tackle, and winch.
15 is probably, considering I don't wear armor.
I'm
just
pretty sure
roll
that's a
damage.
hit, seeing how I'm sitting at 18.
Okay. You take 2 damage as this guy manages just to cut
Oh,
your
I felt
palm.
right. He takes just
Oh.
5 damage.
Sure. As he cuts your wrist, you just blast this guy with fire damage. He seems to be quite on fire at the moment. Captain Longben, seeing as this guy's over in the corner taking a smoke, he's gonna go after him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Without a source of light, a brave man.
He has a source of light.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got a lantern on his belt loop.
It isn't visible to
preps a shot.
us, so.
Oh, jeez, as he blows off a good chunk of this guy's jaw. So his damage is 1d. As he just shreds half of this guy's jaw off with a single shot, a well-aimed shot. And he starts bleeding out everywhere. I'll teach you for hiding in the dark, you coward. Weak.
Move up. And I'll say to him, "Where, boss gut?" To the pirate.
Rot gut's over the other way. Here, over here, we only keep the very secret level we're not supposed to talk about.
Okay, you die now. Fuck.
What? You just missed.
Keep rolling 2s. Fuck. Alright.
He slowly
As
brought the hammer around and he was paying attention.
What? As he sort of ducks in time, as your hammer swings past and smacks into the rock face. Rukical.
You said you go to the great depths below.
Yep, as you, again, with your Lance of Faith, just scorch a hole in this guy. He flops over dead.
Damn degenerates. Now I'll make a move action.
Yep. Minora.
Well, let's start by hitting this guy I'm actually next to.
Mm-hmm. You're definitely hitting and killing him.
Good. And then start the move. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So I can see this guy.
Beatrice. You're hearing some blood-curdling goggles from the background.
Just take a small meander.
Yep. You can see Captain Longben has shot the jaw off this fellow. Behind this guy seems to be the lever. You certainly have you have a lot of move.
Actually,
1, 2,
wait, no,
3,
it should
4.
end right there.
Pose the lever, Kronk.
Ma'am.
No, I was about to say, like, No,
Wait,
that's,
is this
that's
10
right.
squares?
I have 5 because
The
heavy armor.
lever is just there behind
I'm
this
pretty
guy.
sure that's in lightning bolt range. I'm making sure. Yeah, lightning bolt's 50 feet, and that's only 45. Yeah.
45.
Lightning bolt.
As you crack this guy with electricity, he doesn't seem to be having a very good day, as he seems to be on his last legs.
I'll reposition myself so that. No, never mind. People would still be able to see pretty poorly. I'll just stand right here, I guess.
I forgot to add this guy to the turn order, but he's going to shuffle up and try and strike the captain in his last breath. Oh, he's definitely hitting the captain. As he cuts the captain with his scimitar, captain just seems to shrug it off. As the captain will now load a shot and will now pull out his sword and try and shank him in the gut. And he misses, just barely, as this guy flourishes to avoid the stab. Quick.
So I move and then I'll charge as a standard. Come on, yay!
Oh, yep.
26.
As you just flatten this guy against the pavement.
Impressive blow.
Queek just smiles as he pulls the dude's head off of the spike coming out of his giant maul. Yes, yes.
So now that you're here, you see the rest of the wire coming over the low cliff face and runs to a nearby lever, which seems to be attached to something. Almost looks like a clock of sorts.
Where?
Just over here.
Oh.
This is like a little lever there,
Queek pull
but it seems to be.
Oh no!
As you pull the lever, you start hearing a ticking coming from the clock, and the grinding of stone.
You all, run quick! To door!
Which door?
Alright.
One at the start, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a door over there.
The hidden
Yeah.
door.
Yeah,
Run quick! Fast,
you
fast!
won't hear. Captain Longman will quickly shuffle his way through. God damn it, Davin,
Take a
stop
moment.
stepping in the captain's way.
Queek,
Oh,
wait here, in dark. Queek not afraid.
I'll stay with you so you have some light.
Queek, miss lantern.
I checked the previously assaulted stonework.
Okay, you slowly but surely hear the creaking and grinding as carefully the door begins to open. But as it opens, you see a rather burly man on the other side with a lit cannon. This'll teach you for trying to sneak in, as this will be versus Beatrice's, Minora's, and Rukikal's AC.
Oh fuck!
And I'm glad I stood to the right.
And this isn't gonna be pretty. Kabang!
Yep.
Yeah, hits.
And it'll be for.
Don't you gotta make separate attack rolls?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this is just a straight cannonball. This is the same sort of cannon that you would see on the ship. So it just hits the target as a continuous blast sort of thing. Essentially, it'll be like blast this. This is essentially what the attack is.
Queek just says to the captain, "You hear something?"
Yeah, I heard a faint pop.
Oh god.
In my usual fashion, I set him on fire.
You'll need to give me a sec, because he's hiding beneath the cannon and it's a little bit irritating to get to him. So, you do set him on fire, but as you do, you start hearing the ominous hissing noise. As
He's
all
one of
eight
them.
of
He's one of
all
those
8 of
guys.
his bombs begin to light.
I'm
Fuck!
That's where we roll initiative.
Yeah, you can.
just leaning against the wall, holding my side from just taking a fucking cannonball.
Okay, sheet. Why don't you? There we go.
Holy shit.
Fucking bastard.
He's a clever one. Beatrice, you could note that this cannon is probably worth a fair chunk of money, and if it did that much damage to you, it would probably do a fair bit more if you had it back on the ship. You can't have this guy explode next to it.
What happened to the initiative
Is he?
order?
Oh, I don't know. It
It
disappeared.
disappeared.
I don't know why. Yeah, it's back there.
Jump on him like a frag grenade. Take one for the team. Just kidding.
So take.
Or you
take-
could just grab the
take
cannon and
D10.
split forward.
Yeah, you could just. You'll need to make a You'll need to make either an acrobatics or an athletics or contested strength.
Yeah, I'll run up and seeing how he's gonna burst himself anyway, prematurely. I'm gonna attempt to pull this shit along.
All right, I would like you to first roll me. First roll me your strength.
Strength check
See
or
if you can-
athletics?
A strength check, just to see if you can hold this cannon. Yeah, you could move this cannon. It's a little heavy, so half move.
Alright, so I just grab onto the nozzle of this, like, pretty much desperately just looking for a quick cash grab. Lift it off of the knocks that they probably put under the wheel so it wouldn't move.
Oh no, yeah, you can roll the whole thing forward.
Alright, so.
So
And then I'm gonna get about here.
all right.
Keep him away from us!
He keeps hissing and he sort of shrugs to himself and begins moving forward. 1, 2,
no.
3, 4. Gets about there. If you have something to push him away, now would be the time to use it.
I mean, I do, but it'd be kind of a waste, and I'd also hit the cannon, but... I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Let's see. Yeah, okay, thus then. I use I'll use Howling Tempest on him. So,
Okay.
Howling Tempest's other effect is that since I have Storm Magic, I can choose to not target something in the burst, which then I don't need to target the cannon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna hit him with that. Oh, fuck.
9 versus Fortitude.
Does it do half on
Ooh.
a miss?
It has an effect, so, I mean, that's the part that matters.
It definitely doesn't hit his Fortitude. He's a pretty stocky bloke.
Yeah, but the effect is I leave a burst there.
Yeah.
Area 1 that each creature that starts its turn there takes charisma mod damage, and I can use my move action to slide it 3 squares.
So, do you wish to slide him?
Yeah.
Or is that next turn?
Fucking this effect is like huge. Okay, it has to start its turn there. Okay. So when he starts
Okay.
his turn, he'll go back 3 squares.
Rukical.
Astro Steel him.
Yep, definitely. So he's taking a -2. And, yep. Yeah, so sorry about that.
And you know
just
what?
some
I'm
things I
also
gotta
going to make a move.
Yep, so.
Yeah.
Moved.
There we go.
Minora?
Just in case, I'm gonna step back a little bit.
It's
But-
probably wise.
Since it has roughly the same distance, I'm gonna try using hypnotism.
That'll hit.
Cool.
I suppose you're sliding him back.
Go away.
Yep. No! Wait! What are you doing? Beatrice. By the way, Queek, after a moment or two, you hear a click, and the timer seems to have stopped.
Okay.
Beatrice, you start hearing a grinding noise. The door seems to be shutting itself again.
We're gonna rush and pull this thing along.
Alright. So, move 3.
Oh, alright. Momentum.
Yeah. You pass the strength anyway, so.
Alright.
So as you, you just get out on time. As you see this guy panicking, as he attempts to rush towards the door, but sadly he just doesn't make it, as it seals over again. And after a moment or two, you just hear a great big boom.
Wait, could you pull the lever again?
Can I hear him?
You could.
Oh, yeah, if I hear him, I'll pull the lever.
Yep. So, again, as you pull the lever, the ticking starts again, and the door begins to slide open.
I think we need to go through over here.
Unfortunately, the fellow has left quite a bit of a plume of smoke as it sort of billows out the room from his unfortunate demise. There's not much left of him apart from cooked giblets on the floor.
Bastard deserves it, what he did.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna peer around the corner to see if this is actually the way to go before everybody comes on over here.
I mean, I think we should probably take a 5-minute rest, so those of us who got cannonballed can heal.
Yeah, well, I just peeked around the corner and it's pretty good, so.
When you peer around the corner, you saw 2 chests seemingly filled with all sorts of pirate riches. Clearly, this is where they kept their secret stash. Sadly, they weren't too clever about it.
Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and start casting healing words.
Can I just drag the chests back? Are they heavy?
No. Well, they are a bit heavy, but you could move them a little easier than the cannon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drag them back. I mean, if I was say here at closing, I'm gonna step back out, but I'm just gonna drag them back out here so we can look through them.
Oh, that looks like worth a cannonball to the stomach.
As you dig through these chests, you find about 500 gold in each.
For each of us or for each chest?
Each chest has about 500 gold. They have an assortment of just stock standard pistols, some jewels of minor varieties. It's clear that most of the cash has been either looted before you got here or something happened to the rest of it. But clearly this is a fairly decent haul, even for, most wannabes.
Can we get like a loot sheet so then I can record everything?
I think we're just
Sure.
500, you said?
500 in
And
each
out.
chest, so it'd be 1,000 total.
200.
And don't forget the other chest you found upstairs, which had 500, so 100 gold for each of you. With 1,000 gold, that should be about 250 for each.
There's 5 of us, though. Yeah, okay, then I think that should be 200 apiece.
Hey, Queek, there's gold over here.
Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna keep it for Queek.
Yeah, I know. I'm calling him over.
We don't need the lever anymore. Oh, fuck, that hurt.
I'm surprised they had a whole lit cannon in there.
Quick like
As the captain walks over, he takes one look at Beatrice. You look like you just got blindsided and broadsided by a cannon.
Quite literally.
And then he notices the cannon. Oh.
The ball's over there if you want a keepsake.
The ball you notice is covered in a bit of blood. And also bits of your clothing from Minora and Rukukul. Rukukul, you see one of your rib bones got knocked out in the explosion.
I go pick it over, pray over it, and just kind of stick it back in.
It mostly sticks back in place. You might need to get some sort of glue later on. Is that all there, Hall? Long Ben will move over and looks through it. He seems very perplexed. I thought there'd be more.
Well, it doesn't look like they've left this island in a while.
Maybe they spent it all on booze.
And hookers.
They just have a lot of
Hookers.
black powder and alcohol upstairs.
Captain Longben will shrug. Well, it's a good enough haul. We'll leave it by the ladder so we can pick it up later.
Indeed. Gonna have to figure out how to deal with this cannon too.
If we broke it down into segments, I'm sure we could carry it back up the ladder.
True.
Captain will move the two treasure chests over to the entrance. The cannon, you can turn it into a more compact version of it. You can take apart the wheels and the rod and the actual cannon itself. This seems to look like a cannon you stick on the helm of a ship, so you can fire out the front. It seems to be a bit small for the sides
The
and a
helm
bit
or
too
the
weak
bow?
for the back.
The helm or the bow?
Uh,
The helm's the
you're
wheel.
asking me.
Yeah, bows front.
No, the bow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I weaponized
I
a
don't know
wheel.
terminology. I don't know terminology. But no, it certainly looks like you'd use it for the bow of the ship. It seems a bit too small for the sides and a bit too weak for the back, but certainly at the front, this would be quite a useful weapon.
Good skirmish cannon.
Okay. Time to continue on.
Where shall we continue now?
The other guy that
Cap-
we smashed the head of said that it was the other way.
I guess
Yeah, so he said it was down back that way.
Did he actually point? Because I had interpreted what he said as basically just meaning that way.
Oh, no, he sort of half pointed. He was like, "Oh, he's over that way," and pointed back down that
Helpful
way.
pirate. Let's get his place
Yeah,
a review
he's-
on Yelp.
Either way, we should still follow with caution and check everything.
And the captain will move, sort of waiting for Queek to catch up.
I'm having problems with my builders again.
Ah, okay, take your time.
Old man, do you insist
Yeah?
on being in front?
No, it's so slow.
Not all of us can be as light as you. I just jangle along with my scale mail coat.
As you approach, you see a heavy rock face along this wall. It seems like there was a cave-in recently.
Seems
But you hear odd chanting in the background.
Would I recognize the chanting if I rolled religious? I'm just gonna roll religious.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, roll religion and see if you can identify the chanting.
Oh,
Oops.
To put it in brackets. Well, definitely. You know this chanting is ancient and black, and it's certainly not a holy or religious chant. It is something of the deep of the depths. This is something you've heard only once, and that was, you know, it's basically foul, dark tongue. It's supposedly an incarnation or an incantation to keep the dead alive or resurrect the dead.
oh no.
Yeah, it's certainly not something you wanted to hear down here.
Ah, these bastards. Bring others death up from the deeps.
Does it look like we can bring down this wall, or is it just fully?
Can we like squeeze through this crack, or?
No, you can tell that trying to move or haul this stuff would take hours, maybe even days, but you can spot a means through this area over here.
You seem perplexed, old man. Do you not like what they're saying?
Ah, it's that damn necromancy again.
Tell the necromancers to turn down their chanting.
As you approach, you hear a great rumbling. And all of a sudden, the rocks nearby are blown to pieces. And all of a sudden, light fills the room. As the rock face nearby got shredded and just turned into dust, you see a great giant man, possibly 12 foot tall, with a great fiery beard, with 4 men chanting around him. As Longben strolls over. And this is what you've turned yourself into. And the great man turns around and chuckles deeply. Oh, Longben. It's been too long, my friend. He seems to smile, but the only thing left of his teeth are blackened stumps. This man, you feel as if he's not supposed to be here. You get this unnatural sensation, as if this is an abomination. You feel that this isn't right.
I mean, yeah, the fire beard kind of gave that one away.
Just post this. This is sort of music that you can listen to. Rutgus.
How to work the jukebox?
I don't even care about jukebox anymore. Bugger it. I don't care. Anyway, Longben cries out, "Rotgut, there ye be. I knew you'd be hiding in the Black Shaw's Isles. Couldn't get over your mother's passing." He seems to taunt as he loads up a shot. "You stupid totem be... fuck's sake. You stupid totem be mine. I went to God's navel, and look at me now!" As he flares, he lights 2 of his men on fire as their explosions. He seems to just be doing this as a show of power, as he just incinerates 2 of his men right off the bat. And the explosions don't even make him flinch, as the others seem to staunch themselves. And they're filled with some sort of necromantic power that powers them up further. "I went to the god's navel, and I stole Kirihimo's ancient power. Brimstone lights me fingertips, and I am made of fire." And Longben chuckles. "And you turned into a flaming monstrosity of a man. Think of what your daughter would be thinking. Whiteblade's still back at Donnenberg, waiting for her daddy to come home." As he prepares his shot and aims it at the captain. And Rotgut just begins laughing loudly. And you think I care about that little whelp? This power is unlike any treasure. Long Ben, have a taste of it.
We
As you roll.
roll initiative.
Captain Longben is rolling pretty bad today. That's impressive. That's another failed roll, but this is as Rotgut. Rotgut is certainly in the mood today to swing.
He's ready to dance.
Yep.
To be clear, original order, are we going to just leave it from the last encounter?
You can leave it from the last encounter. So descending. Alright. Rotgut seems to take a moment and focuses on Longben. You're not sure what he's doing, but it seems to be channeling a great deal of power as his beard seems to flicker. And eventually, he lets out a blast. Oh. As he hits Captain Longben, he hunches over and clutches his belly as he seems to cry out in agony. And he's taking 2 damage a turn from Rotgut's special. Beatrice.
I'm gonna minor action quick swap from my whip to my rapier. To the captain! And then what's the first action? Cleave. Going with the top guy to him.
So top guy into him. You're hitting, definitely.
Alright.
So
11 damage, 4 to the other guy. And then I'm going to action point,
Yep.
and I'm going to season stab the other man.
Yep.
Versus reflex.
You're hitting on a 16.
Alright.
That's a fair amount of damage.
Alright, so I immediately grab this man, kind of hold the other one at the sword point as I try and like strangle hold the other one.
Both of them seem a little confused and dazed from the recent power-up they've been having, but they certainly seem a bit miffed that you try and grab them like this. As Rotgut just chuckles. Didn't your mother ever tell you not to touch men?
Too many of them kept touching me.
And Rotgut chuckles and strokes his own beard, as fire seems to dance at his fingertips. Well, I wonder how you'll enjoy the touch of a dread captain. And one of the bombs on the men's chest ignites.
No.
He'll attempt to foist it on you in the grab. So this will be versus your reflex. Oh dear.
Jesus, yeah.
As he takes the lit bomb off himself, and while he's grabbed, he sticks it onto you. You now have a hissing bomb stuck to your chest. The other one, since he's not too enamored with the idea of using all of his tricks early, pulls out his cutlass and will attempt to stab you.
Alright.
First, your AC. Oh my
yeah.
god, what are these rolls? Thankfully, he's not that strong. Oh, I speak too soon as he daringly darts in and gets you on your outstretched arm.
Shit. Stop gawping, get in!
Can I see this other guy, or do I need to move further into the room? Yeah, I need to move
You can
further.
see him. You can see him. These rocks, they used to be towering into the ceiling, but he just sort of blew them into the dirt.
So they're like high enough that I can just walk on them now?
Yeah.
Okay, well then, I'm just gonna walk into the room. And I'm gonna lightning bolt this guy and then just have it jump to that guy. I mean, obviously, if it hurts. Oh, yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Sure. That's
Lightning bolt.
17 damage at max.
Yeah. And I have a magic
So-
weapon, so that also gets the crit die.
Oh man. So roll your crit. Ooh, as you deal a heavy blow of 22 damage to the top guy.
There the guy just takes 4.
He seems to jitter uncontrollably as blood starts pouring out of his eyes. The bloke, on the other hand, seems fine for now. He's a little shaky, but certainly he's not going to hold up for much longer.
Alright, he's been shake weighted. I rest my case.
Rukical.
I'm just gonna check something the range on something real quick.
Yep.
Okay. So he counts as undead now, right? The captain?
Yes. Dread Captain Rotgut is undead. You can
Okay.
tell because his face is green and he has a fiery beard.
Yeah, I'm gonna use turn undead then on him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You're not
well,
hitting his wisdom.
Yeah.
As you blast, he sort of just takes the hit and absorbs it into his fist and laughs at you.
Ah,
Grow a beard and try again.
I had a beard. The fish ate it.
Well, that just means you're weaker than fish, lad.
1,000 years of fish, maybe.
Queek.
Alright, I'm gonna move up to this guy. And I'm gonna do Vault the Fallen. So.
Yep, you're definitely hitting.
And I shift 1 and repeat the attack versus the top guy.
Mm-hmm. And you're definitely hitting on that guy, and you... Ooh, you kill him. As you smash the empowered form of this fellow into the dirt. Whatever life he had seems to seep out of him as he rots into a skeleton and feeds back into the other fellow as he gains 17 life back.
Okay, that's it for me.
Mm-hmm. Longben suffers 2 damage from the Rotgut special, as he seems to cough up an odd black substance. He moves 1, 2, 3, 4, and gets in to attack with his pistol.
Just runs up, point blank, pistols him.
Yeah, he's clearly not focused on the guys around him. He's only interested in Rotgut. Ooh, and he's definitely hitting the AC. Oof, and he makes only a minor shot into the finger of Rotgut as he chuckles. And that's the best you can do after all this time, Longben. Menorah. Oh, and he'll make a save at -3.
Alright.
And he does not check off the Rotgut special.
4. Hang on a second. Just need to check if I need to move closer for this. No. Okay. It's an AoE thing at a distance. Perfect. Alright, so this one. The AoE on it's gonna be like this, so I hit the least amount of my allies with it. I cast Sleep.
Oh boy! She about to do it.
This is first. Right, dude.
That's hitting. So what does slowed do?
He has speed 2.
Okay.
I don't know why the other things didn't work. And then Bomberman.
That's hitting. And then the captain.
Our dear captain.
Misses, thankfully. As Rotgut seems to slow up, and his friend seems to slow as well. Both of them look quite peeved. Rotgut focusing down on the captain. Oof. He seems to let a pulse of black energy and blasts the captain straight in the chest. Captain is looking very unwell now. He seems to be bleeding very heavily. You'll all rot in Davy Jones' locker. Except you, lass. And he looks at you, Beatrice. I like your pep.
Bone Man
He
has
has to
already
roll
been
a
there.
Save.
Roll a save? Alright.
Yeah, against slowed.
He doesn't
Failed.
succeed.
He is now unconscious.
Oh, jeez. Okay, then.
Is unconscious just until they save against it, or is it until they take damage?
I think
Pretty sure it's till they take damage.
it's on both because it's unconscious save ends, but I think they wake up if they take damage.
Yeah. So
Beatrice.
this bomb's attached to my shirt.
Yep. It's hissing. And the fuse is almost out.
Goodbye, scale
You can make
coat.
a
I'm
heal
go-
check to... You can, if you wanted to, you can make heal check to remove.
Can I just remove my shirt?
You can if you want to.
Might as well. Fuck it. I can buy a
So
new,
you minor-
new scale coat later.
So
Oh.
you minor action, take off your scale coat.
Yeah, free
The
action.
bomb
Let go.
attached to it.
Let go of this guy. Take off my shirt. And just
Quick see cheese wheels.
Oh my god. Shift 1. So I have more optimal sight, and he doesn't have he's not next to me when I do this, and I throw the shirt and the bomb to him.
Roll me in athletics.
Oh my god.
It's pretty heavy. This should be really easy.
Oh god.
Oof, you kinda land it next to him. You sadly do not get the bomb stuck to him
That's
as
fine.
it's hissing on the floor. But you now no longer have armor. You no longer have your scale coat.
Yeah. Not armor.
Yep.
Yeah.
It seems to be hissing. Is that all you do?
Yep, that's all my actions.
Yep. This turn, bomb explodes, and he'll take 1d5 damage because it's next to him. Oof. Rockgut takes 5 damage from the explosion. Does damage wake him up?
I looked and there is nothing about it. Considering it's
Okay,
a
so-
save ends condition, I think he just has to save against it.
This
Alright,
is
well,
power
explode.
magic.
He is
keeping
being
him-
magically put to sleep. It isn't like he's just snoozing.
Yeah. As the bomb goes off, this explosion guy seems a little bit distracted for a second before looking at Queek and deciding to attack him. Versus AC, Queek.
Oh, that hits.
For 6 damage as he pulls out his cutlass and brings it down across your hammer arm. And now he has to roll a save so he doesn't fall asleep. And he succeeds.
Alright.
The captain was
He's
very
also
sleepy.
no longer slowed.
Mirror.
Grrrm. I was just checking my movement speed really quick. Okay, I have a 6.
Mirror.
Good evening. Piercing
does-
strike to the spine.
Oof. Yep. As he takes 13 damage while still sleeping.
If it hits, it's a auto crit. So
Oh yeah, huh?
you do max
Uh-huh.
damage.
So that's 9 damage. Is it?
Yeah, 9 damage. Does sneak attack maximize?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so that's,
So that's
12.
12 plus 9 is 21 damage.
And then, you know, I might as well lightning breath because I have it. So I'll just hit him with it because the AoE.
That's not hitting
Seven.
by a fucking mile.
I coughed a little bit in the middle of it. It's dusty here.
Yeah. The attack that you let it loose on Captain Rotgut seems to let off a whole bunch of dust from his coat. You kind of choke on it a little bit. Rukical.
Pirate's still asleep. I'll answer faith for this guy.
That's hitting. So, yep. Who do you give your power bonus to?
Weak.
Queek, you now have a bonus of +2.
Okay.
It is your go, Queek.
All right. Since I have a +2, I might as well take advantage of it and attack this guy.
Mm-hmm.
16
That's-
versus AC.
Definitely hitting. And you crack into this guy. He seems to spit out a fair bit of blood as he seems to be on his last legs.
I'm going to move action shift.
Yep.
And
Shift
then
towards Rocket.
I will action point and use my daily versus him
Ooh. Alright.
versus AC.
Ooh, with a 16, you're just missing.
Well,
you
still does half damage.
Yeah, as you sweep, you just only catch his ankle.
I mean, doesn't he get bonus for the guy being unconscious? Something? I don't know.
Only for sneaking, I think. Do you get a sneak attack bonus? I suppose
Yeah.
not.
I
Combat
mean, you get
advantage.
+2 to hit for
Yeah.
that, but I don't think that would hit.
No,
regardless.
he's got a little bit more AC than 16.
All right.
Sadly.
So here is the roll.
Whoa, what's that?
Let's see. I don't know if it rolled right. Let me see. So that's 12, 17, 18, 21, 24.
Why is there a
plus
6 divided by 2?
30. So it should have been 15. It just didn't. It divided the 6 instead of the entire roll by 2.
Yeah,
I thought it
you
would.
You gotta put it in brackets if you want to divide the whole thing.
Yeah.
So he
So
takes
15. 15
Alright, so he-
damage.
He still seems quite strong and standing as the captain coughs up another bit of black from the rot gut special. He doesn't seem too well. I'll send you to the depths. As he fires a shot but misses entirely. The rot gut special is doing tricks with him. He'll roll now to save against the rot gut special and succeeds. He's no longer affected by the rot gut. Minora.
Step up, impetuous ruin.
Yep. Nope.
Man,
That's
we,
not hitting
we
by a
suck.
mile.
This guy's asleep and we still can't fucking hit him.
Hey,
So
I
I
knocked
suppose
this block off.
Yeah, you got
the only thing he can do at this point is just roll.
roll a save.
He's awake.
Yep, and he shakes off his dreariness and looks very angry. You think you can put me down, you little cowards. As he, action points.
Doesn't he have to save at the end of his turn?
Yeah, save ends is the end of his turn.
Never mind then. Beatrice.
Alright.
Rotgut is awake.
Gonna mind action swap from rapier to whip.
Yep.
And just try and snag this guy.
People are forgetting about
Oh my
him.
god.
Nope.
We're rolling horrible this session.
As you try and whip him, he doesn't seem all too enthusiastic about being hit.
You must whip it.
Whip it good.
I still give him a -2 mark though.
Yep.
We need a medic. He's dying over here.
Rotgut, now that he's awake, seeing that his best friend, that his only surviving crewmate is alive, snaps his fingers as all 8 bombs begin to light. And, Queek, this will be versus your reflex.
What, they instantly explode?
No, he's going to
he's-
stick one onto you.
Oh, okay.
Versus reflex.
I just like the way that you went to say best friend, and it's just like, oh, my best friend. Explode for me.
Yeah. The captain, the Rotgut here, doesn't seem too enthused by the fact that he was brought. He doesn't seem too chummed with the situation, so he's sending his pals to die for him. In traditional Dread captain sense.
Did you include the -2 in that?
Yes.
Then that hits.
You are now stuck with a bomb. It will go off next turn as he shifts one to Beatrice. Beatrice, this will be versus your AC. No, versus your reflex, rather. Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
As he now sticks this bomb to what he can find.
Man, is it a minor action for him to attach those bombs?
Yes, considering they're not actually weapons, they are just consumables.
Man, we gotta get some of those bombs. It seems pretty efficient.
Sticky bombs.
As he'll now take his move action, moving away. 1.
He just shifted. How does he have a move action?
Yeah, good point. He's stuck there.
Unless he has an action point, he could do that.
No, he doesn't.
Alright, the world's first. I'm gonna use an encounter power.
Oh, and it hits!
Alright, well, these days until the end of my next turn. And he takes 10 damage.
Yep. And he'll take 10. You
Is he
strike him from
bloodied?
behind. Nope.
Okay.
He seems to... He's a little bit confused now that he got struck from behind, but he growls angrily.
I'm a 5-foot step back, action point, and lightning bolt him.
Yep.
Lightning bolt.
Oh!
Lightning
Fucking
bolt.
on
Lightning
point.
17 damage as you just crack this guy with your
Ooh.
lightning. Oh my
Fuck yes.
god. You are obliterating him as you just shoot this lightning into his coat. You take off part of his rib, and gaseous green energy seems to seep from him. You'll pay for that, you lowly wizard scum.
I'm not a wizard. I never went to school.
Rookacle.
I move 2, and I'm going to parry against the captain.
Well, you're definitely hitting. Oof. You shake him up a little bit as you let loose some holy energy, as it seems to damage him a bit more than normal attacks seem to. And -8 to damage rolls until end of next turn.
Yep.
That seems oof.
And
Oh.
and he can sustain it too.
That's very on par for a typical cleric ability.
I can indeed sustain it.
Queek. You have a bomb strapped to you. It's hissing.
Is this guy bloodied yet?
No. He looks shaken though.
All right. Well, I'm
That's
just
true.
gonna ignore the bomb on him as Queek just roars in like suicidal rage, and he'll keep attacking him.
Yep.
That's 17 versus AC.
Oof. Yep. Oh, actually, 17. No, it isn't. You're close. You're very close. You
You get a
swing, but-
bonus for him being dazed. Isn't that combat advantage?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why it's 17.
Ah, gosh,
No, you barely graze him though. You almost hit him. You almost hit him. But just miss by a fraction. You can heal check to try and get the bomb off you.
Okay.
You fail the heal check, the bomb is still hissing. Long Ben, seeing his opportunity, takes another shot.
He even fires his pistol at point blank. This guy's dedicated to pistoleering.
Yep. Ooh, and he's hitting. As he blows off another chunk of Rotgut's body, you can see now that this guy, the Rotgut, is now finally starting to seep green energy from his rib cage. And Rotgut is now officially bloodied. Menorah.
Alright. Let's just shift one. Etchua's rolling again.
Fuck yeah.
You are smashing him. That's how much damage is that?
25.
2d4, 25 damage.
It's written on the bottom.
Yeah. As you cleave through him, he shudders and growls at you angrily. You'll pay for that.
There's a lot of payments to dish out.
He can't attack when dazed, is he?
No,
no,
he
he
has
can-
a standard action.
He has
which
a
doesn't-
standard, yeah.
Alright.
He is prone though from falling
Yeah.
asleep. He never got up.
Well, he'll direct a look towards Captain Longben. As he sort of looks around, he can realize he's getting a little outnumbered here, and he puts his fingers together and he gives a whistle that seems to pierce through the air. The rest of you in here, get your sorry souls over! As you hear a shuffling of men in the dark. And instead of targeting anyone, he'll blast these rocks over here to get rid of them.
From prone. I think that provokes.
Ranged attack? Yeah, usually.
As these two lackeys shuffle in. 4, 5, 6. And they'll see what's going on. These two don't seem too happy about the fact that their captain's having a bad time.
Did he provoke from firing a ranged attack while prone?
No, he sort of fell asleep standing up. Unless it specifically dictates he fell over and fell asleep.
When
mean,
you go
the-
unconscious, you do fall prone.
Okay, well he does.
Well, ranged attacks provoke even if you're standing or prone.
Yeah.
So sure, you get a provoke off. So melee basic, all of you.
Let's see if
Close
I can
enough.
hit
Quick,
this
long
time.
bend clone.
My melee basic
Nope.
is so bad
Nope.
I actually removed it from my sheet.
Well, just basic then.
So, okay. Wow, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Wait. So is that? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Nope. And Long Ben will try and melee basic with his cutlass.
God, I have a good melee basic, but I had to shift backwards for lightning bolts, huh?
Oh, and the captain
Fucking.
charging in, and he'll be dealing 13 damage to good old Rotgut in a fit of anger. And Rotgut will now roll against the dazed.
He doesn't have to, it just ends at the end of my next turn.
Okay. Beatrice, 2 lackeys have now joined the fray.
Attempt to remove this bomb.
Heal check.
Remove more clothing.
My heal check is actually very good.
Oh, and you get the bomb off. You now have 1 sticky bomb.
Toss.
Lit and hissing. Athletics. Yep.
You're getting a lot of use out of athletics here.
Oh.
I don't want this here.
As you peg it, you chuck it, and it sticks to his coat. And he tries to brush it off, but it keeps sticking to the rest of him.
Alright, and then, Bull Rush to push this man away.
Sure. Yep, you're hitting.
Alright, so that just pushes him 1 back.
You smack against this heavy man, and he gets pushed back and stumbles a little bit as the rest of his 6 bombs are lit. His 6 bombs are still lit. His pal over here, seeing as one of the bombs got lit on his pal, he'll take 2 bombs of his own and light them off his body. Now he has 2 bombs. And he'll move 1, 2, 3 into Rukakul. Rukakul, this will be versus your reflex.
He doesn't even think Rukakul's like a friend of the captain's, considering they're both skeletons.
By the fact that one of them is glowing green and has a fiery beard and the other one isn't.
All skeletons
versus-
look alike, jeez.
Versus your reflex, Rukakul.
11 for reflex.
Hmm?
Miss you if you have 11.
Yeah.
Alright.
So if you roll
Yeah.
the 10, yeah, that missed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, even if he misses, the bomb is now just placed beside you instead. So there is 1 sticky bomb at your feet, near your feet. And he prepares to chuck the second of them as he'll attempt to throw this onto Mem. And he sort of fumbles it, and it'll land.
This is my reflex.
Nah, this is it sort of just conks between you two.
That's a lot of actions. He pulled them out, he lit them, he moved, he attacked, he moved again, and then he
It's
threw.
not an attack. It's they're all minors. He's sacrificing all of his standards for just minor actions. He has 6
Well,
move.
the minor's there, so that's his actual minor action move, so now he's down to just his standard action.
Yeah, and then he downgrades that.
To a minor to do that one thing to Rukakul, and he should have been out of actions there.
But
But
no,
unless those 2 things are also free actions.
he attempt to stick a bomb to Rukakul failed. That was the minor. The free action was pulling them out and lighting them. So he free actions here, so he can get the bombs and lights them. Moves up to 1.
So he moves,
2,
then he tries
3.
to stick them. That's his
Yep.
move and his minor. Then he moves again and throws
1,
it.
2, and then minors. Yeah.
That you just gave him an extra. You just gave him an extra move and an extra minor action. A standard action can't be broken in half.
Oh, well, never mind that. He'll still at least throw the bomb. It's a little bit less accurate though. That'll be his turn. This guy with 6 lit bombs on his chest begins to panic.
It should explode now, right? It's been a while.
Yep. Explodes at end of his turn. Whoever has a bomb stuck to them will explode this turn. So he'll explode. This guy will explode, and Queek, you will explode. So okay, thank you. Thank you. So this will be versus the top guy. As it's a dud bomb that goes off and barely nicks him. Queek. The hissing stopped. It go bang. Take 3 damage.
Okay.
Duds everywhere.
And now for the 4th of July.
I mean, this
Yeah.
place did seem pretty damp.
As this guy, the rest of his bombs explode.
Holy shit.
There you go,
Bang.
fucking champ mode.
Alright, and this will be the radius of explosion.
I just got a great idea. What if?
Oh no,
Oh,
the
fuck.
radius is pretty big. These bombs are pretty potent.
Captain himself.
So, versus the outermost ring, top guy, this will be... So he takes an additional 2 damage from the blast radius. Beatrice, this will be versus you. Queek, no, this will be versus the captain, Rockcut. Himself, he's dead. Queek, this will be versus you. You are 2 away. And this is versus Captain Longman. Oof. As this massive explosion just goes off, this guy just goes up into bits and gory pieces. There's just blood and gore and shrapnel flying everywhere. As the resounding explosion causes the cave to tremor and rumble. And it also leaves behind a smoke that seems to cloud up the area.
It's
Right.
dank in here.
Oh,
Yep. There's now a giant black plume of smoke covering a large chunk of the battlefield.
he vapes.
Well, it's just the resulting smoke explosion. As this guy, unable to see Beatrice and thinking her dead in the explosion, will move 1, 2, and attack Rupical. Versus your AC, Rupical,
It's
for 3 damage.
oh no.
As he slices at your bones. You see a lit bomb nearby.
Well, good for it. It can have a nice, fulfilling life exploding.
Alright.
I'm gonna give this captain the good old shiv in the back.
Alright.
A family classic.
Oof, you're definitely critting on both. Oof, you do 20 damage.
I'm surprised how easy it is to stab bones.
Well, when you stab into him, it feels a lot more like flesh. You can tell that this green energy is what's sustaining him, and his form seems to be slowly losing more and more of it. He seems to be panting quite heavily now. Queek, the bomb on you went off, and you're now shrouded in darkness.
Oh, shift.
He's also no longer dazed.
Okay. Just shift out. There you are. I'll just push you out of there. So there you are. You're next to rock cut now.
Alright, I will attack.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, you're definitely hitting.
And that's
So
19 damage.
Where are you getting the extra 4 from?
From my rage, I deal +4 damage when I'm attacking a bloodied target.
Alright. Rotgut growls angrily. You fools! You cannot put down the dread Captain Rotgut. I am eternal. Bruce.
Kind of laying on the ground right now,
I'm
though.
going to slide,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to Divine Glow.
Mm-hmm. You're not hitting,
Oh, God.
as it seems to be absorbed again into his unholy energy.
Yeah, but everyone still gets the +2 bonus to attack him.
Yep.
Ooh.
So,
nifty.
Minora and Peak.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully
Sweet.
the captain doesn't die in that fog, so I can keep it sneak attacking.
Captain Longben seems to be completely lost in the smog, as he seems to try and he'll try and shift out of it, back into the light next to Rotgut, and he'll try and stab with his sword.
Mhm.
Oof, and he's hitting. And another heavy blow against Rotgut. He seems to be barely holding on. He's just barely there. You can see that the flames are starting to die down and his form is becoming more and more skeleton, like just more rotting and decaying. Minora, can you finish off Rotgut?
Glorious Presence.
Oh, yep.
24 damage.
Describe how you kill the dread Captain Rotgut.
I mean, she just holds up her falchion with both hands as her entire body begins to glow and then just brings it down in a flash of light that explodes with radiant energy around her.
Well, as you do, Rotgut cries out, "This is not the end of me. All of you will burn in damnation. You will all feel the sting of hell." As he lets out one very last desperate blast of energy, and this will affect everyone in a close burst. In a blast 2.
Maybe I should have
So-
opened with the minor then. Whoops.
So this will be versus Rukakul's. This will be versus Will. So Rukakul, Minora, Queek, and the Captain. Oh. I don't know what happened there.
You put
It's
an extra D in it.
He won
Fucks.
double D20.
Double D's. Stop staring at me.
4, 5. So, so top is Rukakul, then Merm, then Minora, then Queek, and then the Captain versus Will.
It all
No,
makes
it's
sense.
disappointing.
This is me.
Yeah, I was,
That's
I was gonna say, I feel like Merrims and the captains are the only ones that missed.
This is me.
Alright.
You know.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that does miss me. I was reading the start with the 12, but yeah, that one missed.
So Rukakul, 24 versus Will.
Wait, 24?
Yeah.
I'm seeing a 12.
Yeah, it's
It's
one,
one
up from
above.
that.
Oh. Yeah, that'll hit.
Roll
Alright,
20s
Minora,
on the
20?
Let's chat. I mean, yeah, like I said, dude, anything that's not the 12 and the 11 is definitely gonna hit.
Yep.
No one has defenses that high yet.
And this will be damage. So take 6 damage.
Okay, 0.
Yeah. As Rotgut runs out of HP, the final explosion creates an all-encompassing blast of green foul energy as he just collapses back into a skeleton again. And he just lays on the ground, a decayed corpse, with no more than bones and coats remaining of him.
As quick as I can, I reach for his skull.
As you pick up his skull, it is green and decayed, and you can see the scorch marks where his magnificent fire beard once was.
Awesome.
Consume the firebeard.
So, do you keep Rotgut's skull?
Yeah,
I think we
Queek
still have two other
actually.
people to kill.
Oh, sorry. We can continue.
I mean, feel free to do your thing. I'm just making sure people don't forget that there still are two other pirates that are currently alive.
Yeah,
good
they
point.
just saw their captain die. They're shitting themselves. One still got bombs lit. Beatrice, you're shrouded in smoke.
Just kind of step back.
Yeah, I'll just push you out
Yeah.
gently.
Yeah, out.
There you are.
Oh! And then I'm just gonna take out the rapier as soon as I see this guy, like, recovering and just slash at him.
Yep. You're definitely hitting for 7.
Yep. So, 7, and he takes a -2 versus, or no, actually -4 all around, and -2 versus me. As I kind of just quickly grab on and try and hold him in position where I see the other guy who's lit.
Yep.
Can't see a fucking thing down here!
Bomb guy, he goes off. So this is 2d10. He 13s himself. The resultant explosion is 1d. Is only 1 tile big, so this will be versus friend. His friend takes 3. Bomb at his feet goes off. It's a dud. And the bomb behind you guys goes off without much delay after that point.
That's some pretty successive concussive disorders we're gonna get.
Seeing that his captain is dying and the rest of his friends are dying, he decides that this isn't for him anymore and begins running.
Didn't he have 2 lit bombs on him?
Yeah, they went off. They did 13 damage.
Died.
Fucking limping away.
Yep. This guy, he's being held. He'll try and attack you. Beatrice versus AC 15.
Is that with the minuses?
No, that's without the minuses, so it would be 11 versus AC. And mind you, don't exactly have armor anymore.
Yeah, I double checked. I would actually have 13 AC, so that would miss me.
Okay.
I was like, kind of just
So-
like elbow his arm just before the blade reaches me.
Yep. Meow.
I channel my inner LARPer and I fire a lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Yep.
Every
And you kill him.
Every time you cast lightning bolt, you throw like a little hacky sack.
Lightning.
I throw a dragon scale with lightning on it.
Well, you cut into this guy and electrocute him, and he just flops over. Ugh. Dead. Queek.
I'm gonna second wind,
Yeah.
and then I'll pick up the skull, and Queek will press it to his head and start mumbling incoherently, and Minora and Bone Man and Miriam can probably hear him say, "Yes, tell Queek your secrets. Yes, tell Queek everything." And he just kind of spends the entire turn doing that.
Ruger call. Queek is talking to a skull, and it's not you.
touches skulls all the time. What am I supposed
It's
to
not
say? My rolls are
That-
just not feeling good tonight.
No, you're not hitting that. The captain will take a moment or two. He's just gonna spend a healing surge. So, yep, he's not gonna do much. He's just taking his time. Minora.
Well, there's still a guy. Might as well go kill him. Whack.
Yep, and you kill him. He just splatters against the wall with your impetuous ruin. And that's combat.
Finally. There's nothing left.
If there's any other pirates down here, come out here so we can kill you quickly.
The smoke that was enshrouding the area vanishes and disappears into the wind. Captain Longben sits back against a wall over here, just trying to catch his breath. Clearly, the spell from earlier is affecting him quite heavily. He seems to be grunting in pain. Queek, as you put the skull on your spike, you can feel the mystical energies around the skull seem to just still be hovering around.
The skull
Yes,
better
yes.
enchant his armor.
Yes, Rotgut. Quick, no.
Yep. So,
Mr. Captain, you gonna be alright? Seem a little down on your luck.
Captain Longben shakes his head. Rotgut's special ability. He holds his chest and he doesn't seem too well. He seems very pale, if not a little green. I don't think I'll make it out of here.
I want the last rights.
Skeleton moves closer.
Captain shakes his head. And he'll sort of drag a little bit. He'll sort of take out a small sheet of paper and point it towards Beatrice, offering it to her.
Take it from him. 'Cause, what is this?
It's the deed to my ship. Captain coughs up, and you can see that parts of his stomach, like around his chest, are growing black and oozing. He coughs a little more. At last, Rot got me dead. And finally I can rest. But it seems he's intent on dragging me to the depths with him. I can't return to the ship. I'd put everyone in danger.
Do you-
I
As Longben coughs again. Take the ship back to Donnenberg, and from there, find your course, and never stop sailing. As he'll eventually just fade against the rocks. Captain Longben, one leg, has finally met his end.
If
Where
only
would
he
you go?
had 2 legs.
Rummaging through the leftover remains of Rotgut, you find a small platinum statue of a whale with specific markings on it. This seems to be the statue the captain was after.
Was his thick ass coat left behind?
Yes.
I'm taking his sick ass coat since I wear cloth armor.
It is. I'll tell you what it is later, but it's a fairly
don't-
sturdy coat.
I don't
It's a
even care
very-
if it's enchanted or not. I'm still wearing it.
Oh no, it's definitely enchanted. But as you pick it up and you feel it, you can tell that it is, despite it being and looking several years old, like possibly decades old, it's still being kept in its perfect condition. It seems to be some form of silk cloth. It's very plush on the fingertips, and it seems to be lined with real gold. The brilliant red hues seems to glimmer as you hold the sun rod to it.
Wow. Had a nice coat.
Yeah. His pirate hat was left behind, his pistols were left behind, and he seems to have left behind the recipe for the sticky bombs.
I'm gonna give the pirate hat to Beatrice.
Beatrice,
you are the captain now.
Yes, that's basically it. You are now the captain.
I don't want to take Longben's hat. He should die with it.
Yeah. He is wearing a very fancy hat. It's plumed.
So,
I kind of want it.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop you.
Dare ye disrespect the dead?
she's just kind of take the hat and almost reluctantly, but still puts it on. Kind of wipes away a lot of the gore, and it's God. I guess it's-
Captain. Sorry.
No,
go on.
I guess we should make back to port after we check for any other plunders that we can find here.
Queek seeks permission to speak freely, Captain.
So, if it's about my girls, no.
Queek was only going to say, you need some clothes.
I'm sure I can find some on the ship.
Plenty of dead guys. He points.
Most of the dead guys were either exploded, electrocuted, set on fire, or just in general stabbed to death. So a lot of their clothes are tattered. But
The
you
guy
can
that died
certainly...
over here's clothes probably look sort of alright, except for a little exploded.
Yeah.
So, but also as she kind of wipes away a lot of the gore, you can see on her shoulder it looks like she has a scar from what looks like probably caused by a brand with a D with a slash through the middle of it, and then across the entirety of her back going down to the back of her belt, you can see it looks like whipping scars going all the way back that were extremely deep before.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
Go
Queek
ahead, Ken.
goes from talking to you, Beatrice, to turning to the skull on his pauldron and starts yelling. Quiet, Rotgut. Queek not want live at bottom of ocean. Is that all you say? Useless.
No, Creek, you don't want to live at the bottom of the ocean where the worms and the fish gnaw at you for nigh 1,000 years.
See, Rotgut, Bone Man right? Listen to Bone Man.
You should throw him to the bottom of the ocean, Creek.
I see I already have such a fine crew.
Also, Captain, when are you gonna put on a shirt?
When I find one, old man, enjoy the sight of youth.
Enjoy.
Nice scar on your shoulder, though. Oh, wait, did Longman still have that treasure map from earlier?
Treasure map.
I remember
Oh,
he
yeah,
took the map earlier.
Yeah, it's still in
I
his pocket.
respectfully take that off of him, then I won't take anything else.
That's acceptable. I'll also let you guys take his pistols if you so wish, but you can leave him with his firearms.
No.
He seemed to like his guns. We have enough guns from all the rest of the pirates.
Yeah.
Let's check the rest of the cabins and make sure we didn't miss anything else from before.
You have to tell me
So,
where you got all those scars later.
I
He's more beat up than I am.
want to know how I got these scars.
You want to know? Sure. Take
My father was a fighter and a barbarian hybrid.
take a look at this guy's shirt, if it looks enough to cover at least, even though it's probably shabby.
As you look at it, it seems to be made of a lower grade material than Captain Rockgut's fine accoutrement, but you can definitely tell that the leather jacket survived the explosions fairly well. You even find 6 more sticky bombs left on him that you could use if you so wished.
Definitely make use of those. I'll put the jacket on, but I can't really button it.
Well, you can button it, but it seems to hang off you quite well, seeing it was made for a tubbier fellow.
Degenerates. Being led by degenerates.
Goodness. So glad to be
This
accompanied by a walking preacher who just can't die.
maybe he'll run out of stories eventually. Look on the bright side.
He's got 1,000 years of them.
To be fair, that's mostly about being eaten by fish.
Could you write me a whole book about being eaten by fish?
I could write you a whole encyclopedia.
As you begin walking towards the exit, you hear another rumbling. You would just assume it's another cave-in, or if you want to roll perception for me.
I'd like to roll something and ask Rotgut what that is.
Sure. Roll
Background,
me...
I think you do, Ken.
What'd you say, Nick?
Just
think
GM
I
roll
know
me.
you
Okay,
Just GM roll it for me.
sure. What skill should I do?
Yeah, insight, deception,
Okay.
bluff,
There you go.
diplomacy.
Oh, that's horrible.
Uh,
But Queek
You
will still
don't-
audibly ask Rotgut. You'll all hear him say that. Ask him what that rumbling is.
Are you seriously speaking with a skull?
Hey now. Leave the rat man alone. If he wants to speak to a skull, he can.
Rotgut say our doom and something about bottom of the seas. Queek say we leave quick. Quick.
Agreed. There's plenty that we can grab from above.
It's too bad about that cannon, though. Did it give you a time frame?
Queek lost. No light source.
I mean, wait, come on.
as you approach back to the ladder, you remember you left your chest of 1,000 golds. You should probably divvy that up now before you leave, so you don't have to take the chests with you.
I'll stop.
Can I use my thieves' tools to disassemble this cannon in the hopes we can carry it up in pieces really quick?
Oh, you don't need to even use them. You can. It seems to have a way of disassembling it.
Yeah. Many of these have quick disassembles.
Queek can carry some of the heavier bits too.
I can probably carry a wheel, considering I don't really carry anything else.
You disassemble the cannon into the main cannon, the shaft, and the spur and the 2 wheels.
I'll take one of the wheels.
I'll take
Right.
the wheel.
Alright, so 1 wheel, 2 wheel.
Since I no longer have my coat, I'll take the main cannon.
As you lift this thing up, it's pretty heavy. You would think it would be made out of gold, considering its shine, but it seems to be made of a different material entirely. And I suppose, Queek, you'll be taking the shaft of it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you take the shaft and spur, and you'll be able to move up and out as you find yourself back on Blackshore Isle.
It's very, very visually okay, there we are. We're starting to find out where we are.
It seems a little emptier without Captain here, but you suppose it's one of the trade-offs of your great victory, is the loss
Can you
of Dia. Long Ben.
Shift. Can you shift click us so our views all get put to where we are? I'm lost.
It's
Yeah.
to the right of the water, but yeah, it took me a second to find myself.
Yeah, you're still inside the pirate base.
I must not have vision or something.
You do. You're right next to me.
I mean, vision as in my token can't see. There we go.
It just takes a bit because this map is 100 by 100. Remember that. Yeah, as you walk out of here, it seems pretty empty and quiet now. There's just dead bodies and splatterings of gore on the floor from the previous assailants. For some reason, the ship that you're in begins to wear away, as if all the magic that was infusing it to stay together like a base begins to rot and crack and crumble apart.
Almost
I
as if
grab-
its guts have begun rotting.
We
Yeah.
should go.
I grabbed some
Uh,
food on the way out.
There's plenty of food and barrels of all sorts. Everything here is in perfect condition, unlike the ship.
Roll the barrel.
You roll out a barrel of fruit wine.
It's too good
Do I
to
see
pass up.
anything menacing? Let's step out.
No. When you guys begin to leave, the structure itself begins to collapse, as if it were never meant to be here in the first place. And eventually, after a good couple of seconds, all that remains of it is dust and ash. So I'll just quickly represent that.
Oh,
So
time to head
just-
on to the ship.
Yep.
The word dust and then the word ash.
some reason it's a little bit bigger than I wanted it to be, but you know what? It does the job well enough.
Into corporeal maltransference.
As you board the rope laddering or the rope binds of the ship, the Maraviglia is now yours to command,
Does
Beatrice.
it have a crew?
Well, it has you guys if you decide to stay.
We're the
Anyone
crew.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
So now you're back on the world map. It's still a bit dark. You
Oh,
could
is it
probably
clear?
sail back to shore before too late, or you could
Just a
set
bit.
anchor here for the night.
As in completely dark. As in we can't see anything.
You guys should be over here.
Yar. We be in the Davy Jones's locker. It appears we
You've
actually
got
died.
the,
It's pitch
you've
black.
got the obscuring.
You're off the edge of the map now.
Oh, somebody's got the
Hang on.
Technicolor changer. Quick,
Oh,
everyone.
hang on. There you go.
Okay. Well, what do we
There you
want
are.
to do?
There we go, I got it.
Well, it's
Rest.
about, you'd say it's about
Yeah.
6 to 8, and you can have a full night's sleep within the hold of the ship, if you so wish.
I say we head home.
Considering that everything's dead, I think that we should probably sleep then just head back.
It is dark, and you were warned by the captain that it's not wise to sail at night.
I mean, several of our party members endured cannon blasts and explosions. I think a good rest would be good for the soul.
We rest tonight even though you don't have to, old man.
As you get to the internal of the ship, you stow away. You install first of all, if you do, you install the cannon.
Everything's going.
Where
Fine.
should we put it? Where are you
All's
guys gonna
good.
put it?
I
What's
assume
up?
there's no hole right here, so I was thinking just up on the deck would probably be pretty good, because then we could like wheel it around.
I don't
since-
know. They haven't told me.
Considering
Yet.
that you're up in the crow's nest all the time, like you can climb down and just point it at things. since
I
you
don't
have really
know.
high
They
strength.
haven't told me yet.
Yeah, like a bow swivel gun.
I guess we'd have to ask if it's that type of gun because it sounded like a fixed one.
It's a front-facing gun, as far as you can tell. So this would not go on the side. It's not as big, but you could tell that this would go on the front of your ship. to front fire at something.
Would it be
Like a
top deck
pursuit
or?
cannon?
Top deck, definitely.
All right, yeah, so like a swivel gun then.
Yep. I'll just put it over here to represent that this is the front.
All right.
Can we buy sail destroying cannonballs?
Yeah, you can. You can buy chain. You can buy chain balls,
Oh, yeah.
chain
The
shots,
spiked
and
chain
grape
of
shots.
cannon world.
In other areas, the more technologically advanced areas, you've heard of such things as almost like the same sort of technology employed by the sticky bombs, where it sticks to an enemy ship and then explodes.
What, Bone Man?
Can I have a listen to the skull? Wonder what it says.
No! Rockcut Queek's special friend.
Oh, come on,
He
Queek.
like holds it like lovingly and strokes the skull. Rockcut say squeak only to Queek, not Bone Man. When you die, I take your skull.
Yeah, I suppose it's not as best as fish skulls. My skull. Just tell me you won't put my skull in the ocean, Queek. That's all I want.
Bone Man's skull stay with Queek forever.
Ah, good enough. Oh, good night then.
I don't think we'll need to keep watch. It seems like it'll be fine enough. Everything here is dead anyway.
Yeah, even though you're at the shore of Blackshore Isles, it seems that the sharks that were on the shore earlier are either sleeping or somewhere away.
Why would the sharks attack a non-moving ship? That seems like it would be against their instincts. Ah, yes, it would. I better ram into this.
Curiosity. Yeah, actually, sharks are actually very curious by nature.
The shark attempts to cuddle with the fisherman.
You
It
know,
ends poorly because it uses its mouth.
yeah, pretty much. Oh god. Before going to bed, like Beatrice will kind of just like walk around the ship and just kind of taking it all in that she actually has one for the time, even if it was very bizarrely acquired in her eyes.
The ship is fine enough, despite the earlier attack from the shark. You could tell that it did suffer a few scrapes here and there, but outside of that, this is definitely still a very fine vessel. Seaworthy enough. You still have the statuette of the goddess Kimihiro, if you would like to put that somewhere.
I'll keep that close by in my cabin for now.
Alright, your cabin is down here? Yeah? Yeah.
And I almost forgot. I don't know. Did anyone take the Rockgut's sword?
I would have if it mentioned there was a sword. All I heard was
He had a
pistols.
sword?
Yeah, he had a cutlass, but it was generic.
Alright.
It only does 1d6 damage flat.
Okay.
I mean, I was just saying, like, if you would have mentioned, I probably would have taken it, but whatever.
So Queek would approach you if you had a moment, Beatrice.
Yeah. I should just be kind of looking out over the ocean for the moment.
He just kind of comes up behind you. You hear the pitter patter of his feet, and you probably smell him coming before he even gets close to you. And without you turning around, Queek says, "Queek wants stay. Captain need warlord?"
I'll slowly turn around, just kind of taking in your excitement for a moment.
He actually looks kind of worried.
Oh.
Like he's like rubbing his paws together.
You can stay, Queek. I have no issue with you, other than maybe your smell occasionally, but
Smell not matter. Queek mightiest warlord. Queek protect, Captain.
Indeed you did. And will continue to do so as long as you're on my ship.
Queek thinks good time to say, by the way, Queek can't swim. And he pitter-patters off.
Just kind of shake my head as I watch him run off. Oh no.
Oh, he can't swim.
Alright, is there anything anyone wants to do for the night before it becomes day?
I want to go carve my name into the door.
Yeah, that's perfectly acceptable. The door is made of a little less polished wood, so you can clearly mark things there. You can tell you could probably hang something from the door as well if you got some hooks.
I do not carry an accessorized hook kit.
Well, you could make do with like a thieves toolkit, modify that slightly, but
No, scratching my name in.
yeah,
It's more annoying to get rid of that way.
yeah.
I'm
Is,
just gonna look over the statue before going to bed a little bit. Just curious.
The statue is of the highest grade platinum that you have seen. It is genuinely priceless. You've never seen the craftsmanship like this. It's shaped in the form of a whale, honoring the god of all oceans and seas, goddess Kimihiro. It seems to look at you with its resplendent emerald eyes.
I'm just kind of slowly run my hands over in just fascination. This is probably the most expensive thing she's ever held in her life.
You can tell by just the craftsmanship alone that the sheer quality of it is beyond belief. There's intricate markings and patterns detailed within the metalwork that would have taken people hours, if not days, to complete. Clearly that this is a very special artifact, and there was a reason the captain gave up his life just to get it back.
After kind of just extreme fascination of just looking at this piece of art, and finally kind of just set it down on the floor beside me where I've kept my sheets and pillow, and just kind of fall asleep looking at it.
Well, if no one else is going to do anything, Rosie, are you okay over there?
Yeah.
Do you want to go to bed?
I mean, she will eventually.
Okay.
She falls asleep on the bow.
Well, slowly the shift rocks during the night, and there seems to be no activity. Everything is calm and peaceful, unlike the explosions that are still ringing in some of your ears. Eventually, you can see the sun beginning to crest on the ocean. For some of you paying close attention, there's almost a glimmer of green in the sunset today, in the sunrise today. Beatrice, throughout the night, you didn't sleep too well. This statue seems to be the cause of it. All night you had dreams of turbulent water and whirlpools just being dragged into the depths, and some sort of vision of monstrosity. But near the end of it, you felt something almost waking you up, a warmth, a kindness, but you were unsure what it was, because no one is there outside of the statuette and yourself.
She's gonna kind of wake up in a cold sweat between all the turbulence, and even with the bit of calm, there's a fair obvious amount of panic on her face.
Well, Captain, now it's your time to shine. Because now it's daytime and the world is open to you again. The Maraviglia suffered a bit of damage from encounters. It should be
Don't
repairable.
lead us to our death, please.
Should we take some wood from the wreckage and patch it up a little?
I don't think there's
You can pay for repairs back at any dock.
Also, I
I
don't
mean, but
think
we
any
still
of
have to
that
go
was
back.
survived the curse.
Hmm?
Did. Yeah. So start rousing everyone. Quickly, the Maraviglia won't ready herself. We have to set sail. We have to return this statue and get whatever payment the captain was originally intending to receive. And maybe find some other works of interest.
Queek holds up the map. Whoever was holding it, Queek now has it.
The treasure map?
Yes.
I don't know how you got that from me.
I don't know either.
Oh, but whatever. I wouldn't have held on to it too tightly, so.
I'm just making a point to show the captain.
I'll hold out my hand for it.
I hand it over. It's only slightly smeared.
Oh God. I'm gonna pour over the map for a moment.
The treasure map isn't a map of treasure at all. As you read over it, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. This seems to be a recipe. And it asks for the strangest of ingredients as well. But it seems important because it's marked with Rotgut's signature.
What a bizarre piece. I'll have to tend to this later. I'll probably look over the ingredients a little more thoroughly, even though they don't make sense, but kind of make ready at the helm and start getting the ship ready to roll.
Alright. Where would you like to sail today?
Back to Donnenberg.
Alright. Shortest way there or quickest? Shortest way or longest?
Shortest.
Alright.
What kind
As
of a
you
question
sail-
is that?
1, 2. You sail on the downwind and get back to Donnenberg relatively quickly. As you're now back on the docks. Sans one person.
Hey, Queek. Still like waking up. Do you have a bathe?
No, Queek can't swim.
You can't drown in a bathtub unless you try really hard.
Queek too scared.
Okay.
Everyone's on leave while I go and figure out what our good captain, ex-captain, was going to do with this statue, and I'm sure you all would like to buy things.
Indeed.
Do you want me to come with you? Or you... you can probably handle it on your own.
As you head back into town, Jeeves is still cleaning statues.
Jeeves. How can I buy myself a 10-foot by 10-foot plot of land?
Well, my good friend. Jeeves beams his smile at you. If I were you, I would go and talk to Jarvis about buying some land, but you would also need to prove it from the mayor. He sometimes sells shoddy deals, so never trust him.
Very well, where's Jarvis?
Jarvis is just in the main square, down there.
Ah, excellent.
Chap. I see your ship is damaged. Should I repair it?
You'd have to ask the captain.
Where is Longben?
Oh, he's dead. That was the captain now.
Oh.
Look at her. Look at her. She is the captain now.
3, for.
If you
As
want to hear the
Jeeves,
whole story, I can tell you, or you can go talk to her. I mean, whatever. Just go over here.
Jeeves tromps towards Beatrice. So you're the captain of the Meraviglia now?
Yes, it was an unfortunate passing for the captain.
Well, I suppose as captain, I have to give you a discounted rate. The Meraviglia gets free passing here. But I shall repair it for you.
Would be much appreciated, but it does concern me of how much that would cost me.
Normally, it'll cost 20 gold in any shore that isn't here. But here, we'll offer you at 5 gold.
I see that as a very reasonable deal. I'll gladly pay that in advance.
Just give the money to the captain, and I'll take it. Give the money to the mayor, and I'll pick it up later.
Oh, where is the mayor at the moment?
The mayor is in her office. She said she had some business to attend to.
Very well, thank you. I'll be sure to pay that right away.
As Jeeves begins to tromp over towards the ship, he begins to repair pieces of wood in his giant servanaut suit. Rukul, you approach Jarvis as he's cleaning and polishing some barrels.
Hey,
Yes?
I heard I can buy land from you.
Yes, you can, my friend. And he gives you another beaming smile, much brighter than Jarvis's. Seems he's been on the bleach again. And my god, do I have a deal for you. You see, recently, Lake Shalia fell out of the jurisstratic process. That means, just for a limited time, I can offer you a lot of land. That's so good. It's almost too good.
I want the land in town. I want a 10-foot by 10-foot plot.
A 10-foot by 10-foot plot of land?
Yes.
That's a pretty small plot of land, but I can certainly make that happen.
Excellent. In town. In the square. I want to set up a shop.
Of course, you may.
Excellent.
I'll get my contractors building that right for you right now.
That won't
You'll
be
just need to pay the down payment of 150 gold. You do have that, right?
Absolutely. What's the
Goods
full
merchant.
payment?
Goods merchant Jarvis will wave his hand and 150 gold pieces will fly out of your pocket and gravitate towards him as he tucks it away into his pouch. Splendid!
Whoa,
Just
whoa,
take
whoa,
this
whoa.
deed to the mayor.
Whoa, back it up.
I did not sign anything. You're going to give that gold right back until that contract is signed.
I'm sorry, but the legal rules here state that I must take gold first. We've had too many problems with pirates, you see. But just take this little document and get it signed by the mayor, and my guys will have your little place of heaven set up right for you.
Very well. What's going to be the final cost?
The 150 covers everything. 100 gold for the permit and 50 gold for the building.
Very well. I want it set up on that side of the statue. Business
Of
will-
course.
Excellent.
Business will be good there.
Where's the mayor?
The mayor's just in that office down there.
Excellent. Captain, you do your thing, then I'll have the conversation.
What are you,
I'm buying land.
seems like the most innocent of what you've done so far.
It is. Totally no ulterior motives whatsoever.
So it's five. I think that's 5. Yeah. I think that's it. Hang on.
Okay.
Just building land for Rukul.
I'm gonna go look into. I'm gonna go see if I can find somewhere to buy associated cannonballs because I want to see what we can buy.
You can buy them. You can buy them from the blacksmith.
Okay. I'll yell to Beatrice I'm going by. I'm gonna go see what kind of cannonballs we can buy.
It'd be a good idea. We need to restock.
I'm
Oh,
just having a problem with doors. Just give me a second.
Door ajar. Dude, I can spy on her through this crack.
Uh,
10 foot by 10 foot would only be like 2. So it'd only be like.
that's 20 feet. Yeah, you're right. So 10 foot by. Oh, it's only 3 by 3. Oh, you know what? He just gave you a deal. He gave you a deal. Are you complaining?
No.
He offered it with the most genuine interest in his heart, and this is how you repay it.
He is opening a shop. I mean,
It's too big, damn it.
Alright, I'll just quickly dynamic light that as well, because this is a fancy shop. So, alright, cool. Alright, so are you going, so let's try and structure this a little bit. Beatrice, you're going to see the mayor, yes?
Correct.
With a great creak, door turns and opens. And inside, you can see that the mayor is busily working away. You see 2 large prototype servanaut suits hanging still in her main office, as she seems to be writing a whole bunch of legislation, clearly communiques from Fort Costock or other regions. She seems a little stressed as her bony white finger taps against her face while writing.
I kind of knock on the door friendly. Is it not a good time?
The mayor will look up at you and sort of sigh. Long been better have brought back some good treasure this time. She hops off her chair. And,
I have unfortunate news about Long Ben.
What, did he get sick or something? Couldn't he make it back? She moves to the front of the desk now, folding her arms. She looks very unimpressed.
I'm afraid not this time.
She pauses and smirks. Another joke of his to go and run off and get more rum, I suppose. I've heard this excuse before.
I'm gonna pull out the deed almost sheepishly and kind of show it to her.
She takes the deed from you almost hastily and reads it over. As her expression seems to drop, she takes a deep sigh and sits back against her desk. She's almost in disbelief. Well, the old fool finally died then. She passes the deed back.
Take it respectfully.
Well, I suppose that makes you captain of the Maraviglia now. And it means you are free to access all of the Maraviglia's privileges.
It is appreciated, and apologize for your loss. You seemed very close to you.
She'll hold up a hand. It was only a temporary thing. I was a young lass and he a young captain. We sailed all across the world looking for those little tidbits to make his statue. It's a shame now that I suppose I'll never see him again.
Might you know where he was going to take the statue once he got it?
The suicidal bastard was going to take it to God's navel, straight into the whirlpool. She scoffs. It's almost as if he was going to try and commit suicide. There's no reason to go there, and there is none still.
I see.
All it is old wives' tales. Some people claim that the statue that we made was the key to get into God's navel and see the center of the planet.
Really?
Some say that there's an ancient and mysterious power down there that'll grant you immortality. Personally, I think it's a whole lot of hearsay. As you can see, immortality's just in our reach, and she'll gesture towards her servant suits. I still don't understand why people go there and meet a watery grave, but I suppose if that's what Longban wanted to do before he died, then that is his own business.
Either way, I do give my condolences, and I will be in and out of port regularly. Obviously, I have a crew now to keep busy, and I'm gonna set down the 5 gold on her desk for Jesus' dutiful repair.
Thank you. The man certainly works himself to death. Listen, if I were you, I would head out to any one of our friends first. Sailing to the north at this time is a bad idea. I was to make the announcement yesterday, but you left port before I could make it. She'll pass over a manuscript to you, Beatrice. It seems to be a declaration of war from the north. I'd suggest keeping your ship out of those waters for the time being. I'm trying to smooth over relations, but so far they've been a little bit demanding.
I would imagine. Not too many have been favorable in that direction.
If you're out looking for somewhere to stay, Fort Costock would be your best idea. They still have everything that you would need there. Ship upgrades, adventures and quests, the like. I'm sure you could also find out more information about the statue if you went to the nearby island, Zerano. But you might want to watch out for the orcs. They're a bit temperamental this time of year.
I'll be sure to keep that noted.
With that, the mayor gives a dutiful nod. Now, if there's anything else I can help you with?
That's all. You've been an immense help, and again, my
As a
condolences.
matter of fact, yes.
Oh no. He has his
I
own
need the
business.
signs.
Be sure to keep an
Captain?
eye on him, Queek, please.
Yes, yes. Bone men have secrets Queek must know.
I'll just tip my hat and bow out.
The mayor will sigh and look over the document. Another plot of land. I thought I told Jarvis that these are illegal now.
What?
Boy got robbed.
It's fine, I'll let it by for now. She'll take a pen and sign it.
What do you mean?
This is
now?
illegal, you know.
For now, meaning I'll allow this plot of land to last a month. You'll be paying the rent, of course, won't you?
He said I'd buy it. There was no renting. You're all cheats and liars.
She'll at least pass back the deed. That's what happens when you make a deal with Jarvis. He seems to always do that. She'll return to her desk. She seems to have more important things to worry about.
Jarvis.
Yes, my fine friend. How can I help you?
I just want to know, how suffers your liver?
My liver?
Yes.
It's
I
very fortuitous.
Good. The fishes will enjoy it when you go to the bottom of the drink.
No! Why waste on fish? Quick! Quick eat! Wait, bone men! Don't run off!
Kill him yet. We don't kill him yet.
Quick
Jarvis
have liver?
seems to eye that suspiciously. He doesn't seem to
Okay.
feel
Well,
too...
I'm going to go into my shop.
Alright.
I'm going to go on top up to the roof. Right.
Alright.
So you get some mileage out of it immediately.
Yep. And I'm going to start shouting and say, attention people of this shit town. Whores are bad. Prostitution is worse. Sleeping with spiders is weird. And on and such and whatnot. And begin evangelizing from the top of my property.
Spiders is weird.
A few of the townsfolk look at you awkwardly. They don't seem to really. I don't. Either that they. It's not that they don't care. It's that they don't like that they're being interrupted to listen to this rabble.
Oh man does not care. He continues on.
Hey, look, we got a town nut job.
It's the thing the town was missing.
Mm-hmm.
As you hear in the corner of your eye, you hear a door slide open as the local priest walks out of the chapel
Oh
and
no.
moves towards the.
You there! You look like a filthy degenerate!
Holy shit!
He's
Priest.
popping off.
Priest Janus looks incredibly frustrated. You're
What?
interrupting the morning service.
Well, maybe you should preach louder then.
Bone
That's
Man
how dogs are.
do his own service. Queek finds it funny.
Do you have a deed to be proclaiming such things out in the street?
I'm not on the street. I'm on my private property.
Private property.
The priest sort of looks very amused.
And yes, I have a deed to this property.
If you don't keep quiet during service, I will call the authorities on you.
Authorities? What? Oh, you're saying I'm committing a crime by simply talking now? What kind of dictatorship is this? This is a sheer sign of the decrepitude of this nation.
You hear a great big trump.
Oh, what are you gonna do there, Mr. Iron Legs? Gonna come and raid my property that I've paid for?
Oh no.
Jeeves picks you up with a hand.
I'm on top of the roof.
He reaches up and grabs you.
Yeah, he doesn't have to contest his defenses. We should get one of these suits. They seem overpowered.
They're about 2,500 gold for a prototype.
I mean, I'm just
You don't
saying,
have
like,
enough
if you don't even have to do a save to grab people, you can just choke people out. Seems pretty good.
This is at least versus Rukukul. He is breaking the law.
What law?
Yeah. The
Sir,
law has to be broken.
you have received 5 complaints in the past 3 minutes that you are breaking public calm. I will have to ask you to be quiet, or I will have to take you to jail.
I'm not in public. I'm on my private property.
This is public. You're on top
No.
of your building. If you were yelling from the inside where we couldn't hear you, then it would be private. Freedom of speech does not exactly protect you from freedom of consequences.
That's exactly what it does from the government.
He'll just keep looking at you. You must keep quiet. There are people that are trying to make their daily lives go a little bit quicker, and you are currently interrupting their processes.
How? By talking? You're the one thudding around with the big boom, boom, boom steps. That seems like it's a lot more annoying than me simply talking.
Check.
You aren't talking, you rag of bones. You're yelling at everyone and calling everyone filthy sinners.
Well, that's because it's true.
And what proof do you have of it? You're a sinner yourself.
Oh, and how do you know this?
Because you're an unholy abomination of bones.
Exactly, and you're an unholy abomination of men.
What is this?
This is just... It's going too far now. And Jeeves will pick you up. I'm escorting you to your ship. You are to remain there until further notice. As he'll begin dragging you away.
Don't worry, Bone Man. Quick videotaping. We sue.
Police
You got
brutality.
Totally worth 150.
Holy shit.
I
3
sound
minutes
confused
into
how that was
property
working
purchase
along.
and just fucking immediately deported.
It's not that you're deported, you're just banned from the shore.
Oh,
Sounds like the
well, it
ported.
looks like I'm on my ship now, you filthy degenerate. Now, about Jorge.
Just go back a wonder side him, it makes your voice louder. Why didn't you
The
just start with
magical
this preaching from
megaphone?
the ship?
A what?
Why don't you just start by preaching from the ship? This seems to be a much better option.
I wanted to give him a chance to respect private property rights and freedom, but no. This town's a bunch of degenerate communists. Time to physically remove them.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're the one that got physically removed.
Yeah.
Preparation back.
Anyway, Mom and Beatrice. You're approaching the blacksmith.
Oh, it's certainly loud out today.
He would be in there first before.
Yeah, I was just
You-
waiting because I wanted to see what else everybody else was doing.
You see Kreela forging away, as usual. She seems to be working on a new sword.
Hello?
What can I help you with?
I'm here to... Do you sell cannonballs?
That we do. She sort of pulls up her mask a little bit and looks the sword she was working on in the water nearby and dusts off her hands. What kind you after?
Well, we need some more standard ones, and I was curious to see what other kinds you had.
We've only really got grape shot and chain shot outside of the normal. She sniffs and rubs her nose a little.
I guess we should take some of both to try them out.
2 for 10 gold.
Oh, that's pretty cheap. Yeah, sure, I guess. I will buy 20 cannonballs then for 100. Doing that math right? I think I am.
Yeah, that's about
Yes,
right. That's
yes,
20
okay.
cannonballs for 100 gold.
Oh,
So she'll
okay.
forge up, she'll nod, and she'll move to a crate at the back of the forge and slowly drags it out and leaves the crate near you and returns back to her anvil.
Okay. It'll
If
probably
you
take me a
want
couple
grape-
of calls. I'm a little slow.
Oh, just ask Jeeves to move it then.
Okay. Groaning, I begin to drag it outside.
The cannonball packet is incredibly heavy. It's probably heavier than you've expected.
I mean, I'm
5
moving
grape
solid
punch.
iron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty dang heavy.
Yeah, I just typed in chat what I was buying because I figured we should try everything to see how well it does.
Oh, Miriam, you're not... Are you done here?
Oh, good! You're here!
Oh, God! What's wrong with you?
These cannonballs are really heavy.
I'm gonna sit down the crate a little. I need to buy some things first.
I was gonna get Jeeves to move them out to get them outside first.
Kreela will sigh audibly, move over. Are you two really that weak? And she'll just pick it up with one hand and begin moving it. I honestly swear, pirates nowadays. She'll leave the crate by the street.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
And
Alright.
she'll just nod. Alright, just get Jeeves to move it.
Yeah, I'll go get Jeeves.
And Blacksmith Kreela moves back inside Beatrice. She'll sort of look you over. I suppose you're needing mail.
Ah, yes, I'm sure you've noticed my attire's a lot lighter than before.
She only sniffs. Fine. I'll take 75 gold for a commission.
Can I maybe work that a bit down, seeing how my crew's been buying a few more pieces from you here and there?
She'll sort of sigh. Alright. Fine. I'll give you at it for 60.
I'll call that a deal then. Would you like
Yeah,
the
well,
payment now or when it's finished?
I'll take it now so I know you're not gonna skeeve me out of my shirt. So she just takes the. She'll move closer and hold out her hand.
I'll take out the 16. I'll put it all there for her. And,
She tucks it away in her breast pocket.
I could definitely say clearly you've gotten plenty of work here.
When you're the only one in town that knows how to make things right, you get plenty of people paying for it, love. She moves over to the forge and she clearly pulls out a couple of molds as she begins working the iron into it. It'll take about an hour.
I'll be back then. Thank you very much.
She mumbles under her breath.
Hey, Jeeves. What happened to our friend that's a skeleton? What happened to him? I heard him arguing.
Oh, don't worry, you can hear him.
Oh, he's over there.
Heretical faith!
I hadn't heard his preaching voice in a while.
Degenerates! You don't even know what freedom is! You broil yourselves in the flesh pots of sin and bind yourselves to tyrants!
Could I ask
He's
you
just
to do
having a
small
bit of
favor?
a moment. He needed a bit of rest, so I took him back to his ship.
Oh, well, at least it doesn't appear you hurt him at all. Thank you for that.
I have no intentions of.
Could you move the cannonballs that I bought? I can't exactly move them myself.
Of course, sir. And he doffs his hat and he happily begins to move off to do some more work. Clearly, he's either getting paid by the job or he's just enjoying his workload.
I don't know, I mean, if I could use a giant machine suit to do all my chores, I think I'd be pretty happy doing them.
He seems to be smiling like a kid in a candy shop as he picks up a crate of cannonballs. Seems to move back. He runs back. Tromp, 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 tromp. As he leaves the box of cannonballs on the ship. Tromp, 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 tromp.
I hold out
tromp.
5 gold to him. A tip for your assistance.
A tip, sir! Thank you so much! He takes it and he sort of half climbs out of the top of the suit to grab it and puts it in his pocket. He's actually quite scrawny under that thing.
He's a nerd.
As he
You're a
moves
nerd.
back towards the statue. Clean it again.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna tip him. Always tip your waiter.
Yeah, as you pass by Rukakul's plot of land.
Not sure what it
Probably
is.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure what it is. You're approaching Apothecary Green?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have any barrels of fresh water left?
Only a few. Jarvis took the rest of them.
We could have. I highly doubt we even drank a full barrel. We were gone for like 2 days.
Always keep overstock, my son.
I mean, we bought 5 barrels. I think 4 barrels is still pretty damn good overstock.
I'm at least gonna get one more. Water is precious.
That'll be 55 gold.
Here you are, darling. Don't worry yourself so much.
As you pay her, you see out of the corner of your eye, Jarvis seems to move away from his shop temporarily.
Ooh, he's getting angry. Yet her markup for prices that nobody bought from her. It's like, oh shit. I'm buying everything from that girl now. That's a good point. It's fucking
We're
money.
gonna
Mag.
come back and she'll be dead.
She broke the fucking rules.
She
But I mean-
she takes her last barrel of water out from behind the counter and leaves it for you.
Wait, Jarvis, the guy who sells them at a lower price than her, is the one buying them? So if he
Yeah.
buys them at full price, then how is he
No,
making?
he isn't.
He
But you don't
cooked
know that.
them, remember?
He's
Jarvis
mixing him
is
with
an
salt water. That cunt!
Illuminati spy.
He's cutting his water.
Jarvis has left his stall unattended as Green leaves a barrel of water nearby.
I'll take it up. What's got him in the tether?
You don't want to know. It's better that you don't.
I kind of like lean in closer, like, between us girls, may I ask anyway?
He runs things around here. There's a reason that there's only 2 shops in the main store, and there's a reason why I have to mark up. She'll sort of look around again. Don't confront him about it, though. He has friends and connections.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Green will begin just working back at her stall.
Be sure to take care of yourself. I'll leave her an extra 5 gold on the side.
Oh, geez, you're being very generous to her. She very happily and gracefully accepts it, and she tucks it away in the money box behind her counter. Bud Thompson begins playing a little lute tune on his lute again. Seems to be singing some kind of sea shanty, if a little off-kilt. He needs a little practice, but you can tell he's trying. Queek, what are you doing at Jarvis's store?
Well, I'm standing here doing stuff. Secret stuff.
Quick stuff.
If anyone says anything to him. Otherwise, he will just be quick.
Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Get on the floor and give me all of your money.
I mean, I'll glance around at his shop if I see anything enticing.
Roll me a perception.
Boom!
Oh!
Oh.
He sees everything.
You note that Jarvis has a lot of product. You don't know where he got half of these things. You can tell he has amulets, rings, keys, all sorts of bits and pieces and odds and ends that you can definitely tell are magically infused, are just lying around in plain sight. Clearly, if he was at his store, he'd be protecting them fervently, or selling them at an outrageous price. You also note that there is some kind of glove on the table, and you've noticed that he's been wearing that glove when he waves his hand to take money from his customers. Clearly, he is not as he seems. As you begin to grab a few items, you see Jarvis return from the school. As he looks towards Queek, "Can I help you, friend?" And he speeds over.
I wave to him. Queek greets you. Welcome to Queek's shop. What are you looking for?
Fucking.
I'm afraid you must be a
Queeky
little
smile.
friend. This is my shop. You can tell because it has my name written all over it. And he actually points to the table, and it says Jarvis's Good Shore. It's been carved in.
Queek can't read.
And then
Queek
you can
walks
try the
away.
braille just beneath it. There's braille markings that says Jarvis's Good Shop. You manage to walk away with about 20 extra gold and an unidentified ring.
Ooh.
Damn.
Oh,
I was gonna say, like, why didn't you just say my last name is Jarvis?
Queek hurries back to the boat.
As you walk away, you notice Jarvis looking at you a little oddly after looking at his store.
And I see a star in the corner of my head.
What?
And it's a GTA joke, but I got notoriety, right? Obviously, that makes sense.
Hmm. Sorry, I'll just quickly.
I mean, he
quietly
doesn't
move
officially know that you did it. That's a little racist.
Well-
I'm just the only rat in town stole
I
from
was being suspicious, though.
That rat bastard.
Yeah.
I'll take the notoriety. Makes sense.
How about you?
I will immediately run up to Bone Man. Queek stole from fuck, what was his name? Jarvis. Look, see. And I'll show Bone Man the ring.
Boneman's
Okay,
just-
1, stealing is wrong here, Queek. 2, doesn't matter because those people are degenerate scum who don't respect freedom, so screw them. They don't have any rights. 3, what was it you stole?
Queek Bone Man thought they were communists.
They are communists. That's why stealing from them isn't wrong, because they're not people.
Oh,
Damn. This one capitalist skeleton.
Capitalist skeleton.
Can-
1,000-year-old capitalist skeleton.
can Bone Man tell Queek what secrets ring holds?
I guess. How do I do that?
I guess insight.
Generally, it's Arcana,
Yeah,
or I
Arcana.
think Identify Item Ritual. I think still exists. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a jewel, but I do have an arcana.
Ritual, not Jewel.
Oh.
You
Ritual?
probably have Ritual Caster, and you never chose your rituals.
No, I did. I don't know if I don't think I took the ones that would be needed. Ritual. Which one would be needed for this?
Identify item.
Yeah, I don't think I took that
Or
one.
just an Arcana roll. It's the same thing, basically.
Yeah, I'll just do a straight arcana roll.
Okay.
And I'll use my Ghost of Past thing for this. So I roll 2d20. Keep 1.
Alright,
Oh,
sure. Go for it.
My cat's being aggressively comfy.
16.
You identify it as a lesser ring of feather falling.
Seems to be some kind of rogue's ring. What does that do?
The lesser ring of feather falling, you take no damage from falling. So long as you are wearing the ring, you take no damage from falls.
Well, I suppose I should return this. Oh, wait. No, I can't, because I'm bad for the Sure. And I'll just go back to my berating of the people's morals.
Do you give the ring back?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
So, Queek, you now have a lesser ring of featherfall.
Nice.
Awesome.
I also asked you what it does. Is your explanation it's a thief's ring? Is
My
that your final
explanation-
answer?
My explanation would be it's a thief's ring that seems to help people survive falling.
Not useful for Queek. Queek never fall. Queek mightiest warlord.
I don't doubt it, Queek. But why do warlords steal now? Maybe beneath your dignity, friend.
Queek. Think crime of passion. Queek see Bone Man oppressed.
Fair enough.
Queek like Bone Man. Queek want Bone Man's skull.
Oh, you see, this is why I like you, Queek. I know that when my inevitable doom comes, my remains will be carried around you in a sack for all eternity. It's a good feeling.
Not sack, spike. And he points to the skull on the spike on his pauldron.
Even better. That way I can get a nice view of things.
Yes. And tell Queek secrets.
I
He
suppose.
starts rubbing his paws together.
I could start telling you the secrets about how worms can eat your guts. Do you want to hear about those?
He stares at you, unsure of whether
How
he should
about
say this.
how the fish will nibble at you Ooh, I have so many secrets about the fish.
Making Queek hungry.
The
Did
fish
you
were
see the
hungry
dark
too.
at the bottom of the ocean?
No, but I could feel.
Did you cop a feel from every fish that came to eat off of you?
I suppose, technically.
If any of you want to do anything else while we're here,
I just walked by. I mean, no, you've been standing there and staring all day. If you're going to go buy something, you should do it now.
No, I don't really feel like there's anything I need to get. I was just enjoying being on some solid ground for a while.
You're not fighting my head so cool.
Understandable. I don't know what's happened to Rukakul, but I guess no one should really keep track of that old man.
I think the closest approximation would be that he got arrested.
It was 3 minutes! What
I
did
know.
he do?
He yelled at a whole bunch of people. He should have been here.
I'm going to have to ask Queek what was he doing that time. I'll bring back the extra barrel of water.
There seems to be a strange dent in the ship.
Yeah, it's as if
It did take damage.
Yeah, but Jeeves repaired it.
Oh, you already
yeah,
did.
I'll bring the water aboard and then kind of just look at Queek Rukakul. So 3 minutes, huh?
What? I bought my land. I bought my land. I exercised my rights. It's not my fault they're a bunch of degenerate oppressors.
no one can seem to hear you from the back of the ship outside of Jeeves, but he's too busy working.
Oh, that's fine. Bone Man can go on for hours.
Oh my
Days.
god.
You need
He
not
doesn't
eat,
need
sleep,
to
or
drink.
Oh.
Oh my. At least I know if I really want to torture someone, I could leave them in a room with you.
You have no idea. Anyway, so what's the next job?
Oh. Plans for the future Fort Caustic. So I don't know if we can get more information on it after we visit Fort Caustic and re-equipping my attire with a proper scale coat again once the blacksmith finishes it.
Oh, and an actual shirt. You bought one of those, right?
I'm wearing one of the coats though.
I guess I'll do for now.
If you worry about my
Rock.
repentia, you can just look at my back and I've done plenty of that already.
Oh, what? Stop making up words. Rook goes back to berating the people. In this case, Jeeves.
Queek not understand big words either, Bone Man.
Oh god. Did you support him on this, Queek?
Queek innocent!
She just kind of glare at Queek for a good long minute.
He starts rubbing his hands together. Queek not encourage. Queek swear.
I'll believe you for now. Please try and keep a better eye on him next time. Oh no.
Some time passes, and the blacksmith is carrying a scale coat for you, Beatrice.
Come down off the ship and greet her. Thank you. I was going to come by in a minute to come see if it was ready.
I have some other things to attend to, so I have to make sure you get get your things now. You'd be best sailing off.
I think that
She
would
has
be
a-
wise as well, and thank you
She
for the
sort of-
delivery. I'm gonna give her
That's
like
fine.
5 extra gold for personally bringing it.
Typical
She-
adventurer tips.
Goes to take it, but she instead refuses, looking back to the town center. Jeeves seems to shuffle off to the side. He hasn't finished cleaning yet, but you can definitely see that he's a bit nervous.
Ah, you lazy bum, you can't even complete a task.
Oh God.
Then, more signs of your reckless and decayed nature.
Oh God. Savage.
Jeeves gives you a very sour look.
Ah, what are you gonna do now? I'm on my ship. You can't do anything. Ah.
Quick class.
Oh.
For your information, sir, I can break as easy as I rebuild.
Oh, is that a threat now?
Oh my
You
God.
see, that's the violence inherent in the system. A little bit of challenge to your supposed
The
authority.
blacksmith then instead goes to Beatrice. You best be leaving town. Trust me, things are getting ugly around here.
I'm gonna kind of shoot a glance towards Jarvis's direction.
Jarvis seems to move back towards Green as an ominous masked figure seems to be talking with Green. She's carrying a sword made of platinum and seems to be perfectly cut for a sharp point. They seem to be discussing something, but you're too far away to hear it.
I suppose I shouldn't make anyone trouble. Then.
No, you definitely should.
The blacksmith will grunt and begin moving back out.
Yeah, these people
She
seem
seems to be-
anti-lolly.
She begins rolling up her sleeves and she takes out a blacksmith's hammer. She's clearly meaning business.
Oh my God, she better beat the shit out of Jarvis right now.
She seems to run over towards the two of them
Mm.
as Green seems to duck behind cover. It's best that you take anchor now.
What?
Why,
There's a fight
though?
going. Yeah.
It's like all the people in town are currently fighting to injure the lolly. I don't see why we should leave.
Oh.
This seems like objectively evil to leave someone in need like that.
Yeah, this seems like a situation where we should probably help.
Heroic actions!
You can see after a bit of discussion, the captain raises a sword to Creela, and she just grunts and gives pay. Almost double that which you gave to her for your scale coat. Jarvis seems to take a very large amount of that off of the captain, though. And the
Pop
two of
off
them
a
seem
ship.
to
I want to
disband.
talk to you.
Can I insight from here? Does it look like this captain's like pretty well equipped, or fucking just even the way
Oh.
the flourish of the blade is like extremely skilled?
You can if you want to, but it's pretty obvious.
All right, yeah.
Like, if you insight it, I'll definitely tell you more about her, but from this distance you can definitely see she's not screwing around.
Yeah, I'm gonna try an insight just to try and get a little better feed, like watching a little more intently.
Sure. Well, you do okay. I won't say everything. From the looks of her, she's wearing a blue royal coat, which seems to have white fur around the collar line. She's carrying a platinum sword that almost gleams white in the daylight. She's wearing some kind of face mask to protect her identity, but you can definitely tell she's female from the leather bindings and jacket she's wearing. She seems to be carrying around a pistol of the finest quality on her belt. She's talking with Creela, unlike Jarvis, who seems to be angrily shouting. She doesn't seem to pay much mind to Jarvis, though. More mind to Creela.
Hmm.
Green, on the other hand, is hiding behind her stall. It seems that this fight is continuing on for quite some time.
I hopped off the ship. I want to go ask Jeeves what's happening over there.
Jeeves will slowly approach. We can't exactly talk about Jarvis's business ethics. Not in public.
That's because you have no ethics to speak of yourself.
Is he actually committing crimes in broad daylight? This island seems really small for organized crime.
You'd be surprised, he sighs. Jarvis is one of our only connections to the outside world. It's the only reason we even get trade anymore. Because of that, he holds a monopoly on practically everybody. We piss off Jarvis, we start running out of food. And not only that, he has Captain Whiteblade in his pocket. We don't know how. That lass lost all of her fire one day. But he runs things around here. The mayor's tried to keep a pin on him, but he always slips away, or has some means of holding her off.
Oh, that's awful.
It is, but it's been life around here. The only man brave enough to face him is Longben. But Longben's gone now.
Long Ben took 2 to the chest.
I'll see if I can
Yeah.
find a solution to this. This is something that should not continue.
If you find a way, you may as well tell Joshua. He's the only other man that'll bother facing him in public.
Alright.
He's the schoolmaster in the school behind me.
Damn, the schoolmaster's a badass.
Jeeves gives a quiet nod and then looks around. Between you and me, I heard he's a mage proper. All the way out of that old capital.
Wow.
But he's too busy teaching kids nowadays. But I suppose if you could convince him to help you, he could take on Jarvis alone. From where you're standing, Beatrice, the fighting seems to have calmed. Jarvis marches back to his store, and Whiteblade and Creela seem to be discussing something among themselves as they move off together.
Interesting.
I'll tell the rest of the crew this. Thank you. Jeeves.
It's your by all rights. I wish you luck. I'd face him myself, but even in this suit, he's got me at a ransom too.
Is he blackmailing you?
I wouldn't call it that. I don't really have anything to be blackmailed on. But let's say I owe him a few favors.
Huh?
And I'd rather not go against him.
Plus, he's a pacifist.
Yeah.
Exactly, I'm a pacifist type.
Okay, well, I guess we're probably going to be setting off soon.
And I wish you good luck.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I'm not gonna get back on the ship. Just try to find a better merchant for this town. He apparently runs everything here. That's why he's shaking everybody down.
We should find a better town.
Don't you want to crash their governmental system?
I suppose.
If we find a better trader, we can crash their governmental system.
Okay, I'm in.
Appease the whole system. I can honestly say I don't like the way he was treating everyone there either, myself. Hopefully we can find someone in our travels and have him mess up trade for Jarvis a little.
Doesn't that just mess up trade for the whole town?
That's the main reason why he's still here and they haven't killed him, is because he's the only reason they're all still alive.
So we find another supplier for food. We come back, kill Jarvis, maybe, like skin him a little, sacrifice him to the old ones. Oh wait, sorry. Sometimes I get confused about who I worship. Burn him at the stake for Paylor.
No, what we do, okay, most expensive and best execution. We buy a cap of water breathing We put it on him. We chain his arms behind his back, cover his feet in like just solvent glue so he can't swim. Throw him into the water in the middle of the ocean with like some weights tied to him, and then he gets eaten alive by a fish while he can continue to breathe underwater.
I know how that feels. It's horrifying. So
Anyway, you guys gonna set out?
Yeah. Needless to say, we should make way. Obviously, Jarvis doesn't like our presence here, and wouldn't like to draw attention to us until the time was right.
Shouldn't our ship be full HP?
Oh yeah, I'll quickly repair that. So, ship's back to full health, and you have an additional 20 cannonballs.
an additional
Putting up to
23,
70.
23 renowned.
What?
No, from me. That's all I'm collecting.
Oh my god, collect all bones.
Alright. In which direction do you wish to travel, Captain? It's one day, it's one tile until nightfall.
Fort Caustic. Just get away from the shores.
As you begin to sail out into the ocean, the world turns black. Do you wish to anchor down, or do you wish to continue?
I'll continue into the night.
You know, we should have probably hired some sailors.
2,
In a small town like that,
3.
you really think we'd find anyone reliable?
Why didn't we just take the lolly with us as an apothecary?
You could if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I'm just saying it'd probably be better at work, and she wouldn't be getting shaken down by those guys every day.
2, 3, 4.
I highly doubt she makes any money, considering that guy probably shakes her down for 99% of her profits.
2, 3, 4. You arrive at Fort Costock relatively uneventfully. Thankfully, it seems that the tides were calm today.
Quick question: could you actually tell us like how many days passed and how much stuff
3.
we consume? Because I mean we have to buy resources. I don't know how much water
You
you
consumed-
consume every day.
I'd say you consume about half a barrel of water per day, because
Yeah,
there
that's
is
pretty
5 of you and 4 of you need to drink. You would probably consume about 10% of your stores of food. So you currently have, I'd say, about 90 to 85% of your food stores, and you have wasted 0 cannonballs.
Wasted.
As in,
We also have
if
another
there was-
page for resources on the ship, so then I can mark those down.
Yeah, I'll add that.
Being able to be conscientious of our resources is a good idea.
All players, save. There you are.
Alright, thank you.
Now, I'm gonna have to anchor you guys down here till morning. Mostly because, this is about the point where I'm going to have to say I cannot continue.
Fair enough.
Sure.
I've made the map, but sadly I just didn't have the time today to get all the characters in there and get things set up.
No, I mean, this is as good a breaking point as any.
Yeah,
Also,
so let's say that you're going... I'll just quickly wrap this up in a neat way. As you approach Fort Costock, your ship is soon surrounded by other ships. They seem to be very official looking, quite big, large, clad in irons. They don't seem to have a sail of any kind, so you're unsure of how they move, but they certainly keep up with your ship, almost double as speed as you do. They advise you and almost guide you to pull over in Fort Costock's docks, where you see the great, colossal city of iron.
I was about to say, if they're pirates, I'm jumping on board and hijacking that fucking boat. I'll take a submarine.
No, they're ironclads, literally.
Good old classic builds.
So does
Yeah.
our whole like reputation thing?
Yeah, I don't see how our
It's-
reputation would carry over, considering The only people that have left yet.
Put it like this. The only people that will hear of your reputation are the people in cities or between trade routes. So, for example, between Donnenberg and Fort Kostock are of the same allegiance of technology. So, if word left Donnenberg that you were committing some kind of crimes, they would eventually reach Fort Kostock and you would gain notoriety there. But you would only carry half the notoriety with you in friendly cities.
Yeah, I was gonna
until
say, that's a
a
good
week
idea.
passes.
Diminishing effect.
Hey, dude, did you hear? Queek was standing by a shop suspiciously. Man, fuck that guy. But in that city across the ocean? Yeah. No,
So, Davris, you have accumulated about 13 notoriety in the allegiance of
snap.
technology.
I'm doing pretty good for myself.
I'd say so.
Queek, you have gathered a total of 2 notoriety. So if you could adjust that on a red bar, please.
Sure.
You're like a little baby notoriety.
He stole 13,000 gold and he got 2 notoriety.
It's because he did it without full obviousness. And you cut out. Nick. Yeah, your mic died. Or did I die? Hello?
Hello?
Okay,
There
I
we
cut
are.
out there.
The Discord
Oh,
server
weird.
got fucked. It just took a minute.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, so back at Donnenberg, Queek, you have 5 notoriety. Rukakul, you have 25.
Nice.
But since you're at Fort Kostock, which is just a friendly city of Donnenberg, you have half notoriety until a week has passed.
All right.
So what
Because that's
exactly
when the... to explain it within detail, notoriety affects how you buy things. You'll be marked up on prices. It also affects how NPCs interact with you. If you gain notoriety of 100, you will be outright vilified and banned from that particular area until you have either repaid for your sins or done some other charitable or heroic action to clear your name.
I don't know. For a city that's only 5, or they don't seem to be going out of their way to make allies.
The Allegiance of Technology is specifically focused on advancement and progressment, so having people being called heretics and being yelled at, and, public interruptions, public indecency, thievery, and also, threats against life, I'd say you've,
Hey,
disturbed...
I was never convicted.
I never made
Yeah.
it. When did I ever make a threat against life?
You told them that they would all sleep with the fishes and worms and that they would be sodomized and buried, pretty much.
It's
Well,
something
yeah, I
about
don't
a
know.
liver.
Yeah,
That sounds
yeah.
just like an eventuality more than a threat against their lives.
Yeah, it's like
Still, you're disturbing the peace in a much broader means than just, the regular preaching.
from my own private property.
Well,
From my point of view, the government
illegitimate
is evil.
private property.
Hey,
You don't know if that property is yours. You just got it signed by the mayor.
I mean,
I don't know who else. Well, okay, but I don't know who else would have the right to dispense property if not a town's legal government. So, anyways, but yeah, my plan is to eventually burn that town to withstanding. Can't wait for the next week's adventure.
Yeah.
God damn.
And we are level 2, everyone.
Oh, we are? Nice.
Oh, that's right, yeah, because if we killed the rock god, right?
That's what Alexa said.
Sweet.
Level 2 is such a huge level. You get like
Sorry about
Half-
that. Just the internet fucked up.
No problem.
half level feet, utility power. Good
Guys?
level.
We hear you.
Yeah, sorry about that. My internet fucked up.
It's all
So, I'm out of action for a little bit. I will say this, all of you have gained a level up, so if you could all do that for me in Builder, or Josh, if you could assist people with leveling people up,
Indeed.
it'd be appreciated.
Oh, come on, you stupid piece of technology.
do I know
So-
what the code is? Could I have gotten it identified while I was in town?
Oh, you probably could have. I mean, if you had talked to Jarvis or Green, or the priest, you could have.
I kind of forgot
But you're-
about it. I guess I can always do it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in a place where there'd be a few people that could oversee it, and you're not too far away from Zorano, which is one of the magic cities, so they could easily do it.
Or I could just do it myself.
Yeah.
In time.
Mm. I'll let you all level up, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Should I go divine aid or divine skill? A saving throw versus a skill. +3 to saving throws a +3 to